hear the sounds of your heartbeat. I can hear it now. I can hear it now. I hear the sounds of your heartbeat. I can hear it now. I can hear it now. I hear the sounds of your heartbeat. I can hear it now. 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 I hear the sounds of your heartbeat. I can hear it now. I can hear it now. I hear the sounds of your heartbeat. I can hear it now. I can hear it now. I hear the sounds of your heartbeat. I can hear it now. 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 I hear the sounds of your heartbeat. I can hear it now. I can hear it now. I hear the sounds of your heartbeat. I can hear it now. I can hear it now. can hear it now. I 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 hear the sounds of your heartbeat. I can hear it now. I can hear it now. I hear the sounds of your heartbeat. I can hear it now. I can hear it now. I hear the sounds of your heartbeat. I can hear it now. 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 I hear the sounds of your heartbeat. I can hear it now. I can hear it now. I hear the sounds of your heartbeat.
All right, here we go. What is up, fellow geeks? Super Geek Girl here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Hello, everybody. Already in the chat. Hope y'all are doing well on this Sunday. Hello, Sleepy, Snip, and Gabe. Glad to see y'all. Last time, we wrapped up the second case of Trials and Tribulations, and now we're gonna start on case number 3, which is Recipe for Turnabout. So I assume we're dealing with food poisoning. Apparently there's maid outfits running around. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun today. Alright, right, think we're ready to go. Who heard about? Oh man, we're starting on a bit of a bummer, huh? Yeah, I did real briefly just want to bring that up, because as longtime viewers of the channel know, I was raised on 2 series, and that was Sailor Moon and DBZ. Those were the only 2 series in syndication where I was growing up, and I watched unhealthy amounts of both. So to hear about Toriyama's passing was just absolutely devastating. So R.I.P. Toriyama. We lost one of the greatest mangakas of all time. So pay your respects as you feel you need to. Hey, what's up, Stumpy? What's up, Boots? Good to see you guys. I was bamboozled by the time change. Yeah, can we just be done with daylight savings time? It serves no purpose. It serves no purpose, and we just really need to be done with it. Everyone in our generation watched DBZ. They did. It was a... Like, it is one of the things that is synonymous when somebody says anime. One of the first things they think of is Goku and DBZ. That is how iconic that show was. So yeah, really sad news about Akira Toriyama. And not just DBZ, like his work with Chrono Trigger, with Blue Dragon, with the Dragon Quest series, like his style will never be replicated. Nobody can do it better than Toriyama. So very sad news this week about Toriyama's passing. But yeah, that's DBZ was one of my brother's favorite anime as a kid. Yeah, mine too. It was one of my favorites as a kid. DBZ and Yu-Gi-Oh was my thing. I remember Yu-Gi-Oh as well. I remember and One Piece and Naruto said he was the godfather of anime. Yeah, actually the mangaka of One Piece, Eiichiro Oda, had some very beautiful things to say about his interactions with Toriyama and the friendship those guys shared. He posted it to his Twitter, and somebody went and translated it. But if you look up those statements, it's a very beautiful tribute that he wrote about him. And Sarah Wenhoff, Hikari's VA, voiced Grand Zeno in DBZ Super. Yeah, or Dragon Ball Super, not DBZ Super. Yeah, a lot of VAs, a lot of the big names got their start with DBZ. Sadly, I was that was one of the shows I did not have the opportunity to work on. But you know, I still recognize the importance of the series, and am still to this day a massive fan. So, moving on, we can see SGG over who? Over which one? Over Phoenix? Because I'm pretty sure over who? Is it going to be over Phoenix? Over Godet? Over whoever else they introduced today? I don't know. It's probably not going to be Edgeworth. But let's get into it. It's gonna Is it my fault that everybody on the prosecution team is really hot except for Payne? Is that my fault? That is not my fault. All the prosecutors are hot except for Payne. Miles is hot. Francisca is hot. Goddard is hot. Everyone's yes, thank you. Everyone's hot except for Payne. Let's move on. I've wasted enough time. Let's get into recipe for the turnabout. Here we go. Uh-oh. We're just jumping right in, huh? This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. Uh-oh. The evidence and testimony we have seen and heard are conclusive. The victim was alone at his table when he drank from that poisoned cup of coffee. Uh-oh. That's not good. What the? Was that Phoenix? Oh my god, Phoenix, what have you done? Again? with the poison? Why is he Salt Bay with the poison? Oh, speaking of pain, there he is.
Well, I'd say that pretty much wraps this case up, wouldn't you, Mr. Wright?
This court finds the defendant guilty! This court is adjourned. Oh, we done screwed up! We done screwed up big time! We done screwed up big time! If that was really us. Okay, wow, we're already in for a hell of a trial, I can already tell. January 6th, 10:03. Oh, also, before we go in, let me rephrase that. Everyone on the prosecution team is hot, except for Payne and Manfred von Karma. Screw that guy! I hate him! Let me just make that very clear. January 6th, 10:03 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices.
The start of the new year always makes me feel like I can take on the whole world.
I bet it does, Maya.
So, I've decided that our resolution should be Zvati! Take on the world! What do you think?
Sure, whatever, Maya. But I think you've had more than enough mistletoe cake. What the hell is a mistletoe cake?
Never! You gotta eat a lot of cake during New Year's. It's practically a tradition. Like watching the fireworks on TV or playing a board game.
They're talking about the Japanese New Year, by the way. Uh-oh, that's not good. Gumshoe, hi, buddy. Detective Gumshoe.
Happy New Year, Detective!
Likewise. And now listen up, Wright! I wanna...
Cheers to another fruitful year of lawyer-police cooperation!
Maya, read the room, please! Yeah, me too. All right, pal! You've got some explaining to...
Have you got a holiday present for me, Detective?
What? Well, here, have this. It's, really not much, but,
Ooh, yay! Thanks!
Hey, look, pal! We need to have a talk! Take a seat!
Hey, what about Pearly? You haven't forgotten her present, have you?
Maya, read the room! Please! No, no, are you doing this on purpose?
Guess I'm busted. How'd you like my first practical joke of the year?
Very funny, pal. And let's see how funny you think it is when I show you this! What is it? A magazine?
Hey, I want to see! Deadly poisoning brings guilty verdict. Defense attorney Wright trounced?
Trounced? Let me see that! The defense attorney gave an almost childishly amateur performance yesterday? What the heck is this? It's a report, pal, about you!
Listen to this! Mr. Wright must take full responsibility for the ruling in this case.
Well, and don't you tell me you don't remember anything about it! I mean, did someone attack us with a fire extinguisher again? But I don't remember anything about it! When was that issue from, anyway? December of last year, which I guess makes it last month.
Which makes it old news, you mean?
But I wasn't involved in a poisoning case in December!
So, what do you think this is all about, Nick?
Well, if it wasn't you, pal, then that leaves only one possibility.
No way! You don't mean...
A
phony, Nick?
This must be Gumshoe's idea of a joke. Guess he's starting off the year with one, too. Magazine clipping. An article from December 5th. It says I was trounced and my client was found guilty? Are they really pulling the evil twin card? Are they really pulling the evil twin card right here and now? Phoenix Wright is his code name in his real name is Ix. No, you got that backwards. His name is actually... Oh, no. You're talking about the evil twin. You're talking about the twin. Never mind. What? Oh, my God. This is a very soap opera twist. You're not wrong, Stumpy. You're not wrong, Stumpy.
So, what are you gonna do about it, pal?
What do you mean, what am I gonna do about it?
Well, it's your fault that the judge found the defendant guilty in this case.
My fault? How do you figure that?
Because the Phoenix Wright is super famous now. Oh, maybe only sort of.
Yeah, you see what happens when you hotshot?
Gumshoe's anger is tough on my voice.
Yeah, you see what happens when you hotshots start getting too full of yourselves?
But I didn't do anything wrong! At least not that I can remember.
You better make this right, pal, now! And that means taking the case back to court. You got it?
Sounds like we got our first case of the new year. Let's tackle it with gusto.
I don't know. The judge already issued a guilty verdict once in this case. It's not going to be easy to get it overturned.
I guess that New Year's resolution is gonna have to wait until next year.
So, you're taking the case, right? Good. I'm gonna head over to the courthouse then. After that, I'll go back to the precinct. Drop by if you need something, okay, pal?
I don't think Maya finished school. Are we sure she even went to school? I don't know much about the school systems in Kurain Village, but I'm starting to think that maybe she didn't go to school at all. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love her, but girl is not the sharpest nail in the toolbox. I guess people are starting to know the name Phoenix Wright. If a client entrusted a case to me based on my reputation, I guess I am kind of responsible. But why would someone want to impersonate me? What sort of a guy would do that? Yet Maya continuously outsmarts the adults in this world, even though she's dumb as a post. No, we love her. We love Maya. We love Maya. It's fine. It's fine. All right, let's see. Maya, what do you think we ought to do?
So, what's our first move?
I guess we go down to the detention center and talk.
Wait a sec, Nick. This person's behind bars because of you. Whoever it is isn't gonna be jumping at the chance to meet you, right?
Hey! Let's get one thing straight. It wasn't me. It was a fake me that did this.
I wonder if he looks exactly like you. You're phony. See
What the heck? You're phony. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Zin Ahop? I don't know. I hope not. Ugh. And what kind of name for an evil double is Sin Ahop anyway?
Nick, I got it!
If you're going to ask whether I've got a twin brother, the answer is no.
Spoil sport.
Okay, well, we know. Yes, I know it's Phoenix backwards, but how in the hell do you say that? Give me a pronunciation. Have you been impersonated yet, SGG? Funny you should say that. There was somebody going around Twitter using my name and my avatar photo. But I got that nipped in the bud pretty quickly, once I was alerted to that, so they certainly didn't go around trying to trash my good name, thank goodness. Yeah, it was a few months ago. It happened, someone alerted me, and then it was gone. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, stop saying duh! Give me a dictionary phonetic pronunciation of that name. I will accept nothing less. Also, I am 100% certain that 100 Girlfriends is going to reference Phoenix Wright at some point. If one of the girlfriends ends up being a lawyer, I'm not going to be surprised.
Did you notice Gumshoe was acting weirder than usual? Or was it just me?
What do you mean?
I mean, he was really worked up. Like a guy who's just found out he's gonna be a dad or something.
Yeah, I guess he was acting kinda strange.
Maybe he realized he's got strong feelings for you, Nick.
This is not the ship! This is not the ship! Considering how we interact, I seriously doubt that, Maya.
Well, if he wasn't nervous because of you,
Then maybe it's because of our new guilty client? I think I have an idea who the client might be. But let's see if I'm right. Let's head to the detention center and see if I'm correct. Does Gumshoe have a brother? We don't know anything about Gumshoe's family. The only thing, and for that matter, we don't really know anything about Phoenix's family either, except that he does not in fact have a twin brother. But as far as like his relationship with his parents, if he has any siblings or any family members kicking around, no, we've got nothing. January 6th, detention center visitors room.
this is so nerve-wracking. Waiting to meet our new client. I wonder just what kind of person you tricked and got found guilty.
Keep it down, Maya! That kind of talk could ruin me! Oh! It's Maggie! Oh, and she is not happy to see us. Maggie! It's so good to see you again, though! I missed you, you disaster woman, you! But you're in a disaster that was kind of sort of our fault, except it really wasn't. Great to see you again, regardless. Oh God, what did I do for Maggie's voice? I don't remember. It's been so long since I've seen her. What did we do? Yeah, no wonder Gumshoe's upset. Oh, that's right! Gumshoe was like kind of sweet on Maggie! That's why he's so pissed off! Uh-oh, well we gotta go save Gumshoe's girlfriend, I guess. Okay, but no, what voice did I use for Maggie? What voice did I use for Maggie? I don't remember! Ah! There's so many people in this game! There's so many people in this series. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew I was gonna have trouble keeping the voices straight. At least in Danganronpa, when I had like 16 different voices to do, the cast list got steadily shorter and shorter. In this case, it's growing on me. Oh boy. Snip asks, are you gonna play another game after this one, or will that be it? In what way? If you're asking if I'm gonna play more Phoenix Wright, Thank you, Suppy. Yes, I do intend to play more Phoenix Wright. I do intend to play the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles at some point. And also the Apollo Justice Trilogy that came out early this year. I do plan on getting a hold of that at some point. And I am aware that there is an Ace Attorney game where you actually play as Miles. And I would love to get my hands on that, but that may require emulation. Excuse me. But yes, there will definitely be more Ace Attorney on this channel in the future, and more voice acting games in the future as well. So yeah, we're not stopping with Phoenix Wright. We're gonna keep going with a bunch of other games after this. And I think I remembered the voice I used for Maggie, so let me conjure it forth.
How could you, Mr. Wright? How could you do...
Nope, that wasn't it.
How could you, Mr. Wright? How could you do this to me? They put me in solitary. I haven't been able to stop crying.
Aren't you?
Yes, I am. I am totally and utterly let down. Are you? Don't pretend you don't know me. It's me, Maggie. Remember? Maggie Bird.
Maggie Bird? She's still saluting even in her maid outfit. I love her. Maggie Bird. She's the policewoman I defended that one time. She was accused of murdering her lover. He was a cop too. What are you doing in here? Didn't I get you a quick...
Oh, sure. Very funny. After After that fifth-rate defense job, you come in here and start making jokes? You better hurry up and tell her what happened, Nick.
Do you plan on playing other games other than Phoenix? Oh, yes. There are a bunch of games coming on the docket. I'm gonna be revisiting Danganronpa in the future. There's also, I'm looking at Nonary games, Your Turn to Die, Omori. There's a bunch of voice acting games that I'm looking at, so stay tuned.
Oh, I see.
So that's where we stand right now.
I'm sorry you've been caught up in another murder. My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures.
I vaguely remember her saying the exact same thing last time.
But I don't mind. What's one more disaster in my life?
This is a girl who is having a very difficult time keeping it together.
At least now, the real Mr. Wright is here with me. I won't let the world keep me down, sir.
Oh, Maggie, we missed you. We missed you. Disaster life. Yes. I am quite fond of Maggie. I don't know why she's in a maid outfit though, but oh, hey, we got an SGG axe. I would like you to be Billy Flynn from Chicago. Oh. Okay, that's actually gonna be a little tricky. Because there are so many. I miss her birds. I miss the birds as well. Yeah, where are her birds? She's not Maggie Bird without the birds flying around. Oh no, did they get cooked in the cafe that she works at? No! That's a very upsetting thought. We like maids, I guess. The movie version. Okay. So really, what you're asking is you want me to be like a more smooth-talking, scuzzier sort of Phoenix, right? Because that's who Billy Flynn was in the movie, was like a scuzzier sort of defense attorney. All right, I think I can conjure something together with that. Let me just get my timer started here. Where is it? There we go. All right, here we go. So, 10 minutes. So while I'm getting my timer set up, what sort of information are you looking for, Snip? Just a synopsis? There we go, got it. So, in this game, for those of you who are unaware, we are playing Phoenix Wright, attorney at law, and it's our job to help the quirky people that we meet prove that they are, innocent. Yeah, no, this is, for some of y'all, this is y'all's very first time, experiencing Ace Attorney, and mine as well. This is my first time playing these games as well, and I have been thoroughly enjoying coming up with stupid voices for everybody. But yeah, that's it. We're a defense attorney, and we've got to prove people innocent, even though everything is against us. So we run around visual novel style, investigating stuff in point and click, and then we present everything in a trial, which has absolutely no resemblance to the actual legal system of any country. But it's still fun. It's super fun. And yeah, we have mystery buffs in the chat who like it, and oh, thank you, Boots. I love your gaming the voices. Okay, right, so, Scuzzy or smooth talking Phoenix now. Let's talk to Maggie and see what's up. I don't know if I can do like a Scuzzy voice for Phoenix, but we'll see.
So, how come you're dressed like that, Maggie? Last year, you looked so sharp in that police uniform. I was fired after that incident last year. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. I don't mind one bit. I enjoyed being on the force, but I think it was time for me to move on. So, what do you do now? In the second act of The Life of Maggie Bird, I play the role of a waitress. A waitress? Yes, in a French restaurant. It's a small place, but it's quite fashionable. My charming smile and shapely figure came through for me.
Who told you you have a shapely figure, ma'am?
And the owner, Mr. Armstrong, hired me right away, sir.
Okay, now we... Oh god, how do I even do a Chicago accent? And then you got into this mess straight away, right?
Yeah, you could put it that way. This whole mess started on the 3rd of last month, and it happened at Trebian. Trebian? Yes, it's a restaurant where good service and a friendly smile are always included. Oh. There were 2 men at a table both drinking coffee, and then... One of the men slipped some poison into the victim's cup. The victim took just 1 sip and was gasping for air. I was so shocked I passed out. Hey, hold on there, Maggie. What? You keep calling the guy the victim. Didn't you know the guy who was killed? Not at all. I never even seen the guy before. Oh.
So she wouldn't have had a motive to kill him then, I guess. And that other man, the killer. Yeah, you saw him, right?
Of course. A good waitress must be attentive to the clientele.
So you saw the killer, but you were found guilty of the crime anyway? Sure sounds like you did it to me. How come?
You tell me, Mr. Wright!
Guess the answer to my question is my phony. Anyway, she saw the killer. I better see if I can get a description of the guy. It's Yakuza Pro Tag! I can't do a Chicago accent, guys. My bad. I like that your voice for Maggie is a girl teetering on the edge of total emotional collapse. That's what I was going for.
So, if you saw the murderer, why were you still convicted? Because no one else saw. Saw what? The other man. The one who put the poison in the victim's coffee. Everyone testified that way. Mr. Armstrong, the customer, everyone.
Wait, whoa! Why does this guy got a scouter? Why does this guy got a Saiyan scouter? What is this bullshit? Look at this! Y'all are seeing this too, right? Right? He just straight up has a Saiyan scouter! Oh man, everything's gonna remind me of Toriyama, isn't it? I'm sorry, I was thrown by the DBZ Saiyan Power Scouter.
The victim was sitting alone at his table the whole time.
But how's that possible?
I don't know, but nobody, not one person, would believe me, sir. Even Phoenix Wright, my one last hope for a fair trial, failed me. What a pathetic defense! My granny could have done a better job!
Hey, look! That wasn't me, okay?
And then, I found something a bit incriminating in my apron pocket. What? A small bottle of poison.
What? Poison? It was in your pocket?
Well, I passed out when the victim collapsed. The killer must have slipped the poison into my pocket while I was unconscious.
And no one else saw this other guy?
No, sir. That's what everyone said. But I don't see how they could have missed him.
Oh, boy.
I was the one who took the coffee to the 2 men.
Oh, yeah?
And, what was your impression of them?
Well, when I first saw them, I kind of thought they might be in the music industry. In music? How come? Well, one of them had some sort of earpiece and a emo musician's look about him.
What, just because he was wearing a beanie that automatically makes him emo?
And there was a sample CD on the table, sir. An earpiece and a sample CD, huh? Did you get a look at the CD at all? It had a band's name written on it. I think it was MC... something. They must have been preparing for their debut, I guess.
Ah, so it was a band CD. Maybe a promo disc?
Or maybe the soundtrack to a very famous Broadway musical.
Maybe it was MC Screwdriver.
Hey, get serious, Maya. Would you buy the CD of a group named that?
What was the name of that group again? MC Hacksaw? No. MC...
And what about the killer? What did he look like?
Well, I don't really remember. Only that he was a young man. Well built, like the victim, really.
Okay, not a whole lot. They're trying so hard not to say MC Hammer. Yeah. They're pulling out every tool in the box. MC Saw, MC Screwdriver, MC Flathead, MC... MC... Oh god, I don't know tools either. I don't know tools either, I'm sorry. Actually, let's see what happens when we do this. What do you know about... What do you know about this, Maggie? MC Drill? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I need to ask you about this.
Hey! This article's about my case!
Can you tell me anything about that guy who was pretending to be me?
Yes, sir. It was the morning after I'd been arrested. I met you in the visitor's room here. You were wearing one of your super sharp suits.
Me?
Yes, you, Mr. Wright. Hey, Maggie. Was my evil double I am here too? No, I don't remember a phony you, Maya. Aww. That would have been so cool. Then you got really worked up and passionate. I'm gonna get you cleared of this crime, you said.
Uh-oh, I think the Chicago voice may be coming back, actually.
All right, I get the picture. But you've met me in person before. So how come you didn't realize that guy wasn't the real me?
I guess, looking back now, it was a little strange.
Only a little?
Well, okay, so you were a bit taller than normal. And you looked a bit shady. And your voice was a bit weird. Oh, and you had this kind of funny accent and...
So the guy was nothing like me then! How ironic that we're saying this when I'm the one who's putting on the accent right now.
But he had your spiky hair and blue suit.
Is that all it takes for someone to imitate me?
How about everyone else in the courtroom, like the judge and the observers? Didn't they realize he was an imposter? Everyone had these big question marks on their faces, but it seemed that no one wanted to say anything, sir. This case just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Mr. Wright, do you think... Is it possible to get a retrial?
Probably.
Hey, there we go. Time's up. All right, there you go. May not have been exactly what you asked for, but I think that voice might be coming back here very quickly. I think we found our evil Phoenix voice. So, thank you for that, Sleepy. Thanks for the redeem. Much appreciated.
Probably. The court ruled an absence of a genuine defense attorney. So we should be able to get a retrial.
Mr. Wright?
Hmm?
Do you think we'll win next time, sir? months old when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building.
How are you alive, ma'am?
I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster.
Again, how are you alive right now? She was a bouncing baby. Oh my god! Your joke was so bad it broke my model, Stumpy! Your joke was so bad it broke my model! Oh god. I want Nick to be Alex Casey. Oh god! Yeah. Lucky for you, I know I've played Alan Wake, so I know what I've seen Alan Wake played actually, so I know what you're talking about. Yeah, no, she's tough. She's tough as nails. Even though every time she talks, she sounds like she's about to collapse into tears, she's tough as nails. I got respect for you, Maggie.
I even landed a phony lawyer when I had the misfortune of being accused of murder. But I will survive because Maggie Bird always lives to fight another day. And one day I'll find it. Just you wait and see, sir. I'll find that one single moment of good luck.
Ugh. Cineope is really gonna pay for this. What are you staring at me like that for?
But Maya's right. Poor Maggie. Whoever it is that thought it was a good idea to use my name and get an innocent girl convicted of murder had better watch out.
We'll find him. Don't you worry. We'll get Cineope for you.
Thank you. Oh, I'll tell you where Trebian is then.
Oh, right. The restaurant where the murder took place.
Yes, sir. When you go, please tell Mr. Armstrong I said hi.
Sure. All right, Nick. Let's go check out this restaurant and its food. Maya is just straight up hoping for a free meal. I mean, there's no way. No way she's not gonna get a free meal out of this. Could it be that the person behind all this is the person who ruined her life? Possible, but probably not. Maggie has, this is not the first time we've seen Maggie Bird. In the second game in the series, she was our first client, and she was also accused of murder. But we were able to get her off that time. This time, not so much, maybe? But, we'll see what happens. All right. Let us go to this fancy French restaurant. And I feel like my French voice might be coming back at some point as well. Oh my god, it's so pink! I'm kind of into it. January 6th, très bien. Oh boy. Oh boy. No, you know what this is? This is an Animal Crossing place right here. I think I've made this exact building in Animal Crossing at one point. An Italian running a French restaurant. Let's go! Is this your way of telling me that you want Armstrong to be Italian? Oh boy, we'll see. That might actually be really freaking funny.
Wow, look at this place.
Look? More like smell. Ugh. What is with the suffocating scent of flowers in here? Then again, girls like that kind of thing, right?
Not necessarily.
Actually, I'm not all that into it. No one's coming to see us. Maybe there's no one here?
Don't be silly, Maya. This is a restaurant and it's open for business.
Hello? Anyone here?
I don't believe it. There really isn't anyone here.
Perfect! Let's get intrusive. If there's no one here, we can take anything we want.
Yeah, I suppose we can.
Wait! Guys! That is not how investigation works. We've been through this before. You don't just take stuff from the crime scene. I now after 3 games, Phoenix is just like, the first game he was all like, Maya, no, don't touch that. Maya, no, don't steal that. Maya, no, we can't do that. And now he's just like, do whatever you want, Maya. I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna be over here pining my boyfriend, Edgeworth. Let's get intrusive is coming back. It's a good catchphrase. Klepto School of Investigation. Yeah. All right. Let's look around then. Let's see what we can find.
It's a rack full of fashion magazines, and they're all in French.
Why don't you try wearing something a bit more chic sometime, huh, Maya? Ow.
Yeah, I guess I could. I'm always in my acolyte clothes, aren't I? It'd be fun to wear normal clothes every now and then.
There's something stuffed in between the rack.
Looks like a sports paper to me. Hey, look at this! Someone scribbled a little doodle on one of the pages.
MC Bomber and
MC Bomber and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. $100,000? Maybe?
I wonder what MC Bomber is supposed to be. Isn't that Mask the Mask down there in the corner? Is this actually connected to the last case? This paper. It's from December 3rd. This paper's from the day of the poisoning.
Oh, what?
Well, that's a lucky find. And shocking that it didn't get thrown away. Sports paper added to the court record. A paper from the day of the murder? This has got to be a clue. I should see if I can find out some more about this paper. All right, well, that's useful. Let's see what else we can find here. It's the restaurant's front entrance. There's a sign hanging on the door written in French. It probably says open or closed. Must be one or the other, but I don't know which, since I don't know Jacques about... I don't know Jacques about French. I hate you translators! I hate you and I love you! Oh my god. I don't know Jacques about French. We're getting all sorts of... We're getting so many good catchphrases out of this episode. Oh yes, yes.
Ooh, look at all the little trinkets tucked away in here.
I bet Mr. Armstrong collected all of these personally. Let's see. A bouquet of flowers, some potpourri, and... Oh, hey, look! Fine bone china cups.
I never knew you were so cultured.
Oh, come on, Maya. This is common knowledge. Any Joe Schmo knows this much. I don't know. I don't think I could identify bone china from the site. From sight alone, rather. I wonder where he might have picked up that from.
Hey, look! It's one of the magic boxes that spits out money!
You know, you're the only person who would ever describe a cash register in that way. The magic machine that spits out money. No, that's more of an ATM, isn't it? Alright. I'm saving this for last. This table's set nicely. It just needs a customer.
What do you think this flower is, Nick?
Let's see. Well, it doesn't look like a tulip, and it's not a sunflower, I don't think.
Duh, even I could have told you that.
Well, those are the only kinds of flowers I know. Well, those are the only kind of flowers I know, dagnabbit. I'm a lawyer, not a botanist. Who says dagnabbit in this day and age? Also, hello, Tyrant! Welcome! Yes, I did see the video of the Carne plushie watching the stream. That was so cute! That was so cute! I kind of sometimes do the same thing with the plushies that I have, so I'm glad to see I'm not the only one who's doing that. But that was so stinking cute, Tyrant. Thanks so much for posting that. That absolutely made my night. That made my night seeing how cute that was. It's still taped off after a month of investigation. Yeah, and they never got around to cleaning it up, I guess. That's... No wonder there's nobody here. Jeez.
Wow, it's a beautiful winter wonderland out there.
Oh, really cool! I love snow! Let me see! Huh? It's not white. It's not even snowing.
Gotcha! I was only kidding, Maya.
Nick! There are lies that are okay to tell and lies that definitely aren't.
All I did was tell an itty-bitty white lie about non-existent white snow.
Oh yeah, you can dish it, but you can't take. You can dish it out, but you can't take it, huh, Maya?
This must be the table where the murder occurred.
I guess so, with all this police tape all around it.
And that stain must be from the poisoned coffee.
Why is the stain still there? Mr. Armstrong, you kind of suck at upkeeping your own restaurant, buddy. Don't go licking the tablecloth, okay, Maya?
Why would I lick it? I'm not a cat, you know?
Then why can I picture you doing just that?
I'm suddenly getting flashbacks to my time playing The Outer Worlds as a dumb character.
This restaurant has partitions that separate the table. When you're seated at a table, you can only see the tables to your right or your left.
That's gonna become important later, I reckon.
Driver, roll up the partition, please.
Okay, well, I guess whoever Mr. Armstrong is not here right now, so... What did we get? We just got a sports paper. And the only person that we know was there the day of the crime was Maggie, so I guess we need to head back and see what Maggie knows. I think I might watch your Ace Attorney streams with my plushies once I get them someday. That would be awesome! And hey, even if I'm not playing Ace Attorney live on Twitch anymore by the time that happens, you can catch all of the Ace Attorney streams on my secondary channel, SGGPlays VODs on YouTube. Full unedited streams from start to finish. So if you missed any of them, you can catch them there. Shameless plug now over. Let's get back to this.
Oh, it's a sports paper. Let's see. The Guts and Brawn managed to defend his heavyweight title.
Sorry, Maggie. That paper's actually a month old. It's from the day of the murder.
And Gutson got knocked out yesterday, I'm afraid. Oh, no.
I found this paper in the magazine rack at Trebian.
Really? That's strange. Trebian doesn't get newspapers. Mr. Armstrong says he's not really fond of them. Then maybe one of the customers left it behind?
Anyway, what I want you to take a look at is this scribble here.
Aha! That's it, sir! MC Bomber! That was the name written on the CD!
Just as I thought.
I guess it was an MC Screwdriver after all, huh? So, that $100,000 must be a down payment for a record deal, right? If someone gave me $100,000, I'd sing for sure.
Heck, if someone gave me $100, I'd sing for sure.
The Master of Kudain, or the Spirit Song, or even Maya's theme.
Okay, Maya. So if the sample CD was on the victim's table, that means this newspaper may have belonged to the victim.
You're right!
So the victim left this behind on the day of the murder, huh?
I think we better step up the investigation, don't you, Nick?
Okay, so... We've got the name MC Bomber. And that's pretty much all we got. Are we sure? It feels like I didn't investigate enough at Trebian. Maybe I missed something. Yes, that dude was indeed wearing a scouter. I have already called attention to that. He was absolutely wearing a DBZ style scouter. Oh no. This guy is 100% French.
This dude is 100% French. And I'm about to give him an Italian accent. Oh, make him Italian! Do it! Oh, no. Oh, alright. Time for Italian Armstrong. Do it. Okay, alright. Stop yelling at me in the chat. I'll do it. Oh. Ironically enough, today is Mario Day, so it might be perfect timing. French-Talian. Oh boy. Mamma mia. I don't think that's what you meant to put, Snip, but I love it. Mamma Mimi! Oh yeah. Alright, here we go. The world's worst Mario impersonation on Mario Day of all days. Please enjoy. Alright, let me conjure up the strength to do this. Let's-a go indeed. I'm cracking up already and I haven't even done it yet. Alright. Buongiorno! Welcome to Trebian!
Oh, hello.
What happened to Maya? She's frozen stiff. Oh, God! Oh, no! What is this thing? What is this thing? Oh God in heaven, what in the... Oh God. No, don't, Sleepy, don't say that. I don't want to picture that. Ah! I don't know who's worse. Hottie or this guy? Thank you, Stumpy. Okay, well, I guess. Oh, God, I can't even look him in the eye. I guess this is Armstrong. I'm looking over here. As far away as I can from making eye contact with this monstrosity. And we're still going with Italian because why not? Buongiorno! Welcome to my petite restaurant!
Huh? B Avenue?
Oh, no, oh God! It is really hard to switch over from Italian. It's really hard to do Italian with this guy. It's just really hard to look at this guy. No, my petite tulip.
Huh? Me?
Oh, look at that face. Like a kitten rejected by its own mama. You're all fatigued, no? You need this. An aromatic bath oil melange of valerian rosa. My personal recommendation.
You think I need what?
Poor Maya is traumatized. Maya.exe has stopped working. Yeah, I don't blame you, Snip. Please stick around. I'll try to keep him off screen as much as I can. See, just a couple of drops of this mixture to the bathwater and voila! It will soothe your body and your mind. It's simply fantastico!
Really?
Ooh, and for you, signora. Who? Me? Ooh, look at that face. Like a puppy rejected by life itself. You're all fatigued, no? For you, signore, I recommend these. Oil of bergamot and maybe a bit of I will add a peppermint and curry sage for a fragrance exceptional. Such an invigorating recipe will bring out your delicious beauty, signore. My what? my beauty? If you would be seated, I will bring you a special menu of the day. Actually, we're not here to eat. We're lawyers. Ah, I know this already, signora. Is this a restaurant or a spa? I hope to God it's a restaurant, because if this guy's running a spa, I am leaving! You are Signore Phoenix Wright, no? Yes. You...
It's a trap!
It really is a trap, oh God. You know me? Ah, because I never forget the matter. No! Oh no, this guy is.
Oh no.
Whoever this dude is impersonating us, he's doing irreparable damage to our reputation. No! Oh God, my model's breaking all over the damn place. I'm sorry, guys. I never forget the man who flirts with me, especially in court.
I guess he was cross-examined by our mysterious Xenohope.
It looks like everyone to do with this case knows who I am already.
I wonder what sort of impression Xenohope's been leaving on people, don't you?
Allow me to introduce myself to you once again. I am John Armstrong. You're the worst. Did Imposter Phoenix actually flirt with this guy? I think he did. Phoenix's reputation precedes him. No, I hate this. I hate this so much. Oh my God. Très bien.
So, what does très bien mean? I know très, that means 3, right? That means 3, right?
Oh, no. Très bien is a français. In English, you would say very good.
Oh, very good.
Yes, la atmosphere is très bien, and the cuisine is also très bien. If the food's so good, why aren't there any customers in here? Okay, I just got a McDonald's ad while talking about Slipian. That's fantastic. That is fantastic timing. My cuisine is not for all. Some people do not appreciate la hot cuisine. I thought everybody liked hot cuisine. Phoenix, darling, I love you. Oh, since I have lost Signora Maggie, I do not have enough hands. So, you're running this place on your own now? You see, for the moment, no one's answered my advertisement. Poor me. Please don't eyeball me while you say that! I am the chef, I am the manager. I am also a trained aromatherapist.
A roaming what?
A practitioner of aromatherapy. The art of soothing the soul with delicate floral aromas. Delicate? The smell coming from that bottle earlier was anything but. Alright, what happened? So, could you tell me what you know about the incident? It makes me sad to remember it, yet I remember it so well. More than a month has passed since it happened. Yeah, I guess it has been about a month since Maggie's sentencing. So, it was the 3rd of last month, just after 1 in the afternoon. A man who was in here for a coffee suddenly became quite ill. Because of the poison in his coffee? That is the truth as I know it. It was Senorita Maggie who took his drink to him. I was in the kitchen and I heard the sound of someone collapsing. When I came out to see what it was already slumped in his chair.
he was dead?
He was dead! I can't, I don't remember what the Italian for oh my god is. I'm sorry. I don't know enough Italian to pull this off.
It was dead, and Maggie and the bastardoso.
And this man who died, was he alone?
Ah, si, signor. All alone. I know the Maggie said there was somebody else, but... I see.
The police, they asked me many times. Are you sure there was no one at the table, they asked. But I am not the only one. The old man, he said the same thing. Old man? What old man? So who is this old man that you mentioned?
Or at the time of the murder, there was another customer in here. What? Someone else saw it? See, as usual, they came alone on that day, at the time of the murder. There they were. He saw it too. But he said the same thing, that there was no one else at the victim's table. But Maggie swears that there were two people. But Signora, the lawyer, he could not prove it, no?
About the lawyer. That was me, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. Wow, he's the first person who said it wasn't me. I don't think that's what he said.
Don't kid yourself, Nick. Now who's the one making stuff up?
Oh boy. Well, I really don't want to talk to this guy anymore, but what do you know about Maggie?
Maggie was a policewoman once, yes?
Yes, but she had to quit for, reasons beyond her control.
Ah, yes. She was a suspect in a murder investigation, no? Oh, you know about that? That is why I gave to her the perfume for happiness.
Happiness perfume?
Yes, blended from bergamot, like I gave it to you before.
But she's been arrested again, and found guilty this time.
This is true. A natural aroma of unhappiness must have been very strong.
Just admit it, your perfume doesn't work!
I am not surprised she was the prime suspect. After something like that took place right before my very eyes. Something like what?
What's this guy talking about now?
Does this mean Maggie did have a motive?
We've got to ask this guy for more info. Stat! Alright. You better not be Psylocke behind anything. When Maggie took the coffee over to the victim, did anything happen?
Yes, I suppose you could say so.
So, what happened?
No, it was nothing. Look, Maggie says she didn't even know the guy, but she's still being indicted for murder. The prosecution must have come up with some kind of motive. Yes, it is true.
If there was anything at all between Maggie and the victim, it could be relevant.
So please, tell us anything you know.
Oh, there we go. Cyclops?
No way! What are we gonna do, Nick?
We'll just have to remove... What the?
What's wrong?
The Magatama. It's gone!
Huh?
Oh, wait, if it's gone, how are we able to see the Cyclops? I had it in my pocket, but it's vanished into thin air!
What?
But I could see the Cyclops. Maybe that means the Magatama's nearby? Mr. Armstrong, can I just confirm something with you again? The table where the victim was sitting, was anyone else sitting there?
That is a question you will have to ask him yourself. Huh? Him? The old man spends all of his time in the park.
A park? What park's that?
Behind the restaurant. It is called Vitamin Square. Thank you!
I don't know what that says, my dear.
Let's go check out this vitamin square right now, Nick.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, we're gonna have to come back to this guy, but let's leave as soon as possible. Okay, he's off the screen. Everything's fine. Everything's fine now. And hello, Spiral. Good to see you. You came in at a really weird time, my friend. But I guess we're gonna put on an old man voice here. January 6th, Vitamin Square.
So, this is Vitamin Square.
Yep. I see where they get the name from now. The fruits just scream vitamins at you.
Hey, Nick! That's the guy, right? Isn't that the old man Mr. Armstrong was talking about?
What, that grouchy-looking grandpa?
He's throwing seeds out for the pigeons.
Maya, he's not throwing seeds for them. He's throwing seeds at them. Oh! This is the most Japanese old man I've ever seen! Oh, this is a very Japanese old man. What is wrong with your nose, sir?
Don't be mean to the birds! Don't throw things at the birds! Be nice!
Usopp from One Piece, and kind of. And now the nose is a different shape. This is getting very unfortunate. It really is. Ugh, my grumpiness threat level's just been raised to red. All right, I guess it's time to Shall we talk to the grumpy old man? Usopp, but with a cold. I can't do Usopp's voice, period. I can't do Usopp's voice on a good day. I can't do that much screaming without completely wrecking my voice. I'm just gonna give him an old man voice, for now. Hopefully not the same one that I gave, Yana Yogi, way back when, but, we'll give him an old manny voice.
Excuse me.
Would you mind if I had a word with you?
Yes?
I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions.
Oh, boy. Yeah, what's the matter with you? Can't you see I'm busy? So you don't like my seeds, eh, pigeons?
He is really chucking those seeds at them. That's gotta hurt. Animal abuse! This is animal abuse!
Yeah, go on! Eat this!
Okay, something tells me we're not gonna get a lot out of this guy. This is old man gumshoe! It kinda is a little bit. Excuse me, sir, can I ask you about Maggie Bird?
I don't know any Maggie Bird.
Yes, you do. Maggie, the waitress at Soybean?
It's a disgrace, I tell you. An utter disgrace.
A disgrace?
An innocent young girl revealing herself like that.
Revealing? Wait, you mean her uniform?
The youth of today, they don't have any shame. No shame, I tell you, not 1 ounce. Whatever happened to the old Bushido values of Japan, like honor and modesty?
Oh god, it's an old samurai.
What about me? I'm not wearing anything revealing.
You? Your problem is you lack any sense of grace.
Talk about hitting a girl where it hurts.
Ow, he just came right up and said it. Do you go to Soybean a lot?
That miserable excuse for a restaurant. That garbage they serve in there's not food. Where's the sushi? The tempura? The rice?
Soybean is a fresh... Soybean is a French restaurant, sir. This is like demanding a filet mignon, and the guy at the counter is like, "This is a Wendy's, sir. What do you want?"
Where do you think we are, boy? In Paris? I want real food, not them snooty snacks. And what about those shameless girls?
You mean the waitresses?
You can see all the way up to their Yes, the waitresses! They're practically naked! It's a disgrace, isn't it? Well, isn't it?
Easy there, old-timer. Hey, listen, it ain't my restaurant.
It's a miserable excuse for a restaurant, that place. Miserable.
He certainly knows the place. He must be a regular. But if he hates it so much, why does he keep going?
Are you a regular at that restaurant, sir? It's just, if you dislike it so much, why would you keep going there?
Sir?
Hey, why, you filthy pigeons, you want food? Take that!
He must be hiding something, right?
If he is, I should be able to see a psych lock or two. Oh, wait. I don't exactly have the Magatama right now, huh?
Remember, Nick, that Magatama is excuse me. Remember, Nick, that Magatama is only on loan. You'd better find it, or else.
If Pearls ever gets wind of this, I'm gonna be in a world of pain.
Okay, well, this guy was completely and utterly useless. Let's examine the park and see if we can find something useful.
Ooh, I used to love sandboxes like you wouldn't believe.
Really? You?
Sure. Finding iron fillings in the sand with a magnet was my favorite thing to do.
Iron fillings? Wow, that's too exciting for words.
It was my ambition to collect every single shred of iron in the sandbox. I was such a kid back then.
So, did you manage to get all the iron?
Nope, I never did. I think I came close, though. Come to think of it, I still have all the iron filings I found way back when. You want them?
No. And who's out here putting iron in a kid's sandbox anyway? Isn't that kind of dangerous?
This place is so free.
That's not a bad thing. Besides, I love apples. They're among my favorites.
Then that apple slide is perfect for you.
And what is so perfect about it?
Oh, come on, don't be a stick in the mud. Slide down it a few times, go on. Whee!
No way! I'd get covered in sand if I slid down that slide. Anyone can see that. Oh, that's the objection, huh?
Yeah, you're right. Otherwise, I'd give it a try, too.
Oh, you're right. There is one... Why is there one white dove out of all these pigeons? Suspicious.
Hey, look! Pigeons!
Yeah, and heaps of them too.
Did you know that pigeons are a symbol of peace?
That's a dove, not a pigeon.
Poor things. So they can't be symbols of peace and harmony just because they're gray? Is that it?
You're overthinking this one by just a smidge, Maya.
There was another... That's not the first time I've heard a pigeon is not a symbol of peace joke in an anime. That's really cute. Hey, this looks suspicious.
Hey, there's a magazine here.
It's a magazine full of job listings.
You disgusting rogue! Picking up something somebody else threw away?
Threw away? Did you throw this away? Are you looking for a job?
Back into your business!
Sorry, I guess I'll just take the magazine with me then.
I don't want anyone else having to give it back!
Too bad. Now that you want it so bad, I don't want to give it up.
Childish. Picked up from a bench in Vitamin Square, thrown away by the old man.
Hey, that's mine!
Yeah, no, we are just straight up stealing stuff out of here. We are just straight up stealing stuff. I was joking about it earlier, but it has come to that point where we are just stealing stuff from a crime scene.
Looking at this orange reminds me.
Of what?
You're just supposed to eat a lot of them to ward off colds in the winter. You can't have fun during the holidays if you're sick in bed, you know.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Okay, is that everything? Looks like it. All right. So, unfortunately, I remember somebody saying something about needing a job. let's head back to Tlebian, shall we? I don't really want to, but we kind of have to. Ugh. All right. Let's see what happens.
Ooh, señorita!
Yes?
Are you, looking for a job?
What? No, I was just...
Let me see. Your style is very different, but you have a good face.
Different?
Congratulations! You have passed! I'm gonna hire you! Come with me! I will teach you everything I know! Don't! No! Oh no! Don't worry, Maya! I'll get the police in here! It's fine! It's fine! Uh-oh! I think we screwed up.
Nick, help!
I don't know whether to laugh or feel bad for Maya. Maybe I should do both. There she goes! Wave goodbye to Maya, everybody! She's gone! Again! Anyway, let's head back to, Oh yeah! The Criminal Affairs Department was also an option. Let's go there. She got kidnapped again. Yeah, but at least we know who did it this time. We can at least call the police to Tlebian. January 6th, Detention Center Visitors Room. Looks like they have Maggie in questioning. I guess I've asked her pretty much everything. I'll come back if there's anything else I need to ask her later. Criminal Affairs Department, Gumshoe, help us out! Good news, Maya! You're officially carrying your weight now! Is she? We're not sure. We're not sure. January 6th, Police Station Criminal Affairs Department.
Well, pal, have you found the evidence yet? The one that's gonna find the innocent?
No, not yet. We've only just started our investigation.
Yeah, well, whatever you need to know, I'll give you the dirt on it. I'm putting off all my other cases for now, pal.
Gumshoe's really fired up about this.
Oh yeah, and one more thing. The retrial's been approved. Court sitting at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And, Goddard's gonna be the prosecutor.
Oh, him. Yes, him. Him. Anyway.
And now listen up, pal. If Maggie's found guilty again...
Yeah?
I'll make sure you get locked up good for it. You got it?
Okay. Well, we found a few things that might help our case.
What's that? A sports paper?
Yeah. I found it in the magazine rack at Chebienne.
Oh, it's dated the same day as the murder. Now, you may be onto something here.
And take a look at this. You see this writing here?
MC Bama? Hey!
What is it?
I've heard that name somewhere before. Yeah, MC Bama.
Wow. He actually seems to be thinking for once. Don't be mean to Gumshoe!
Ah, it's no good. Can't remember.
And he goes back to being the Gumshoe we all know and love. Well, he tried.
Hey, pal, I'm gonna borrow this paper for a bit, eh? I wanna get a handwriting analysis done on this scribble.
Handwriting, huh? It'd be good to know more about that in any case. Good thinking, Gumshoe.
Thanks, pal. I bet this will turn out to be an interesting clue.
Sports paper given to Detective Gumshoe. Hooray! We helped, maybe. Now, what do you know about this freak?
Oh, the chef at Très Bien, huh? You know what that chef said to me? Your body's full of toxins. And then he gave me this bottle.
What's in it?
I don't know. The label says, juniper. I'm under orders to put a few drops of it in my bath every day.
Under orders?
Yeah, you know, there's something about that lady. I mean, that guy.
Huh? You can't stop thinking about him?
Not like that, pal! Give me a break! He ain't my type!
Oh god, he's got a type, huh?
I mean, I can't stop thinking that he's involved with this case somehow.
sounds like he knows a little something more about our charming chef.
All right. What do you know, Gumshoe?
So the guilty party was Maggie Bird, huh?
Yeah.
Back when she was on the police force. You were her mentor when she was a rookie, right?
Yep. I kept a close eye on her. I mean, not too close, you know.
Uh-huh.
Hey, what's with the funny looks, pal? I was just it wasn't anything like... And look, sure, I was a boss when she was doing a training, but that was it. Nothing happened.
The gentleman doth protest too much, I think.
Gumshoe sure is sweating up a storm over nothing.
Ah, so that's it. Our big old Gumshoe has a little old crush on Maggie.
I don't like her or anything.
Okay, you know what? As the resident Sunday expert here, that is the weakest Sunday I have ever seen in my entire life.
I was...
Note to self, gossip with Maya about this later.
Ooh, Maya, we have got so much tea! We have got so much tea, girl! We have so much to talk about once you get back to Tlebian. Oh, goodness. The chef does have something for little bottles, and he knows herbs, poison is in a little bottle and can be made. That's true. All them fancy scents he's talking about. Yeah. I'm starting to suspect the chef did it. The chef did it. If anything, I think Armstrong should go to jail. Maybe not for reasons of murder, but for reasons he should go to jail.
Hey, look, pal, don't tell anyone, all right? You gotta keep this a secret. You got it?
Sure. And would you mind not guessing what I'm thinking all the time?
Hey, tell your face, pal, not me. You'd have to be blind not to see what's on your mind.
What did that mean?
So I was wondering, could you fill me in on the victim?
Glenn Elg.
Glenn Elg?
Oh, his name's one of his, his name's one of them, palindrome. Ain't that what it is when it's the same backwards and forwards? His name's a palindrome. Okay, cool.
Glenn Elg. He was a computer programmer.
I see, a programmer.
He was just a regular Joe working for a small-time computer firm. Maggie never had any contact with the guy before that day, and all she did was take him his coffee on the day of the murder.
Yeah, Maggie also claimed to have never seen the guy before. Did the victim go to the restaurant often?
And not according to the chef. Said it was the first time he'd seen the guy.
A programmer and a first-time customer at that. What possible reason could Maggie have to have killed a guy like that?
That's what I thought. But a motive was still somehow established in a trial.
You're kidding! What was her supposed motive? Blah. What was her supposed motive?
Sorry, pal. I'm real busy. I ain't even got enough time to sift through these papers. Look into it yourself, okay?
What could this motive have been?
Wow. I thought you said you were gonna help us out, Gumshoe. Come on.
This ain't really a proper investigation. I'm kinda working on it by myself.
Oh, that's right.
The judge already ruled on the case and all the evidence is in already. The only problem is with Maggie's testimony.
Yeah, doesn't sound very good for us, does it?
Does it ever?
Hey, look, pal, I got a mountain of papers on this case to look over before tomorrow. So I'm just gonna say this. Maggie Bird's no liar. She's... Okay, so she's a bit out there and a bit off base sometimes, but she was a good cop.
That's not exactly complimentary, you know. Why do we have to go up against God when we could have gotten Pain? Because we are no longer in the tutorial. Pain is tutorial levels only. would you voice something in Nikki, Goddess of Victory? Are you asking if I would like to be in the show or if I could do an impersonation from the show? Because I haven't seen the show or the game, so I don't know any of the characters, unfortunately. That being said, if I ever got the opportunity to work on a show or game like that, I'd love it. So, what do you think really happened? And just how contradictory is her testimony? Alright, let's talk about these contradictions.
Now, the biggest problem with Maggie's testimony is the number of people at the table.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Maggie still insists there was another guy sitting with the victim.
Right.
Right, but get this. Everyone else in the place says the guy was alone, even the chef. And then there's that CD.
CD? Oh yeah. She did mention something about a CD.
And there was a sample CD on the table, sir.
But our guys turned that place upside down and there was no CD.
What?
Not on the table, not anywhere in the whole restaurant, pal.
But didn't Maggie say the victim was wearing an earpiece too?
Yeah, but that was for the portable radio in the front pocket of his hoodie.
A radio? He didn't have a CD player?
You got it. Your phony never explained that contradiction at all.
Come to think of it, the owner of Bien didn't mention that CD either. I don't know why, but I get the feeling Mr. Armstrong's got something to hide. For all you SMT Persona fans in the chat, what personas do you think would fit Karane? Okay, so I'm actually not familiar with the personas themselves, because there's so many of them, right? As far as, like, character personas, though... No, you know what would be a good fit for Karane? If you've ever played Persona 4, Chie's persona. The one that looks like she's from Kill Bill? That would be a really good fit for her. I don't remember what her name was, but the one from P4 would be good. As far as Arcana, Strength, maybe? The Strength Arcana? Or maybe the, yeah, I'd probably say, like, the Strength Arcana, or Chariot. Chariot Arcana would be good, too, actually, yeah. Oh boy, now I'm getting thoughts of, personas for the other girlfriends. That might be fun. That might be something that we discuss in tomorrow's stream of Persona 5. Starts at 7 p.m. sharp, so don't miss it. Let's talk about this charming chef. Would the pro tag be a fool? Yes. The pro tag... In the Persona games, the pro tag is usually represented by the full Arcana, so yeah. Rentaro would be the fool, or Lovers. The Lovers Arcana, maybe, would be him. So, what is it that caught your attention about the chef at Bien?
It's, kinda hard to say. The guy's probably not even connected with the case anyway.
Hey, come on, detective. Didn't you say you'd give me the dirt on anything?
Well, this sort of stuff is kinda... unimportant, gossipy stuff, you know, pal? Hey, look, how about this? You go to Bien and investigate the place yourself. And if you find out anything suspicious about the guy, you report back to me, okay?
Don't suppose I get a choice in this, huh? Guess I better find out more about the chef and Bien, then report back to Gumshoe. I feel like we're getting more direction this time around, which is nice. Hakari or Hahari would be the Lovers. Okay, yeah, I was about to say, if it wasn't Rentaro who had the Lovers Arcana, it would definitely be Hakari or Hahari. Milady? Oh, we haven't seen her in the playthrough yet, but I do know who you're talking about. That might be a good pick for her as well. Alright, brace yourselves. Time to go back to Bien. We better go pick up Maya, too.
The scent of flowers sure is strong. It's almost making me dizzy. Whoa! Hello? Ma'am? Are you okay? Why does he... We were just talking about Persona. This looks like a Persona character. I don't know why, but... This looks like a Persona character to me. Oh, hello? And goodbye. Who was that just now? A customer? She had a sort of dark aura about her. Ah, I know who this is.
Ah, welcome! Bienvenue!
Wow, what a cute voice.
Hey!
Oh, it's just you, Nick.
Maya?
Well, how do I look?
Maybe you should quit being a spirit medium.
Maybe, but it's kind of boring being a waitress. I mean, you're my first ever customer.
Then, who was that woman I just saw?
Hydrate! Thank you, Spiral. I will. Thank you very much. And save my game. I will do that as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And a quick stretch as well. Thank you, Spiral.
Ugh, I needed that.
I had to attend to something. What did I miss? Maya's a waitress now. That's what you missed.
Who was that woman I just saw?
Oh! Since you're here, you might as well have something to eat.
Oh, I am kind of hungry, actually.
She's actually really cute.
Orange suits her. The orange kind of suits her, actually. So, how do you like your new job, Maya?
I never knew there was so much for a waitress to do. Take people's orders, bring them their food, make coffee, work the cash register. Of course, we need a customer before I can do any of that.
Yeah, it's a nice-looking restaurant. It's a shame more people don't come.
Don't forget about the ultra-cute waitress. Check out my give me a tip smile.
I don't know. Customer service doesn't seem like Maya's forte, but whatever.
Hey, Nick, why don't you order something? The chef's preparing a tasty lunch. The chef's preparing a tasty lunch set at the moment, or so he says.
How much is it?
It's the 20 set, so it's $20 of sort. So it's $20, of course.
The twin tea set? I believe I'll be taking a pass on that. It's kind of expensive.
What? But you can't! Come on, Nick! It's not every day I get to be a waitress! I want to try carrying plates and working the cash register!
How about cleaning the toilets? That should keep you busy.
Yeah, right. Maybe later.
About the lunch.
Oh, a fine choice, sir!
No,
Kitchen! A large special, please! With all the extras! Drinks, side salad, desserts, and gift!
I don't need any of that!
Just a moment, please, sir.
I love the idea of Maya just like screaming at the top of her lungs to the kitchen like it's not this fancy French chic place and it's a greasy spoon diner instead. It's so good. Customer service is nobody's forte. It's yeah. I having worked customer service jobs myself, it sucks. It sucks and it's not anything I would ever wish on anyone.
Maya's really getting into this. So how much is this set lunch then? $20, huh? But with the drink, side salad, dessert, it's
$45!
Hey! Wait a second, Maya! Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Here you are, our deluxe fortified lunch set.
Whoa!
A dish inspired by lobster and
I can't even say what this is.
A dish inspired by lobster and abalone fricassee with a balsamic vinaigrette. Bon appetit!
Thanks?
Come on, Nick, hurry up and try it already.
Lobster, huh? All right, down the hatch it goes. This is probably the fanciest food this man has had in a long time.
Well?
Are you hungry, Maya?
I'm starving!
Here, it's yours.
Really?
Remember, Maya, my wallet doesn't print money, so you had better finish off that plate.
I just remembered. I gotta go clean the toilets. Hey!
You can't be in that much of a hurry to clean the toilets. The toilet, and after all that, the lunch special got added to the lunch special got added as evidence. It wasn't the coffee that killed the guy, it was the lunch. Cost $20, despite how unbelievably bad it tastes. $45 though. With all the sides, if all the sides it was $45. That is insane. How does that guy manage to make good food taste so bad?
Hey, Nick. Wanna take a peek at the kitchen?
The kitchen, huh? Not a bad idea. Oh boy, here we go. We're gonna... All right, let's see here. We're gonna sneak around in the kitchen. Now, what was it that Maggie said again? In the kitchen, you'll get to see all of the chef's greatest secrets?
In the kitchen? That sounds tasty. Hey! Wait up, Maya! What is it? I'm pretty busy right now.
Weren't you gonna show me around?
It was my plan to find some cool clue and show it off in your face.
Oh, she wanted to have her big hero moment. She wanted to have her big hero moment. I'd better conduct a search in the kitchen myself. All right, I guess now we move on to the kitchen. And the kitchen is just as flowery as the rest of the thing. You know what? I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting. Part of me wanted to see the kitchen be like this gross, disgusting, absolute kitchen nightmare style mess. That would have been hilarious, but we just get a fancy flowery kitchen instead. And there's my Magatama, that jerk! What were you about to do? Throw it in a soup? January 6th, Slebian Kitchen.
And here it is, the famous Slebian Kitchen. It's my first time in here too, actually.
There's a weird atmosphere in here, that's for sure.
Mr. Armstrong will be back soon, so we better search quickly. Chop chop!
All right. Let's take a look around. All right. Well, we have a million different little bottles. Which one of them has the poison? What's this? Looks like a treasure chest or something.
Wow, look at all these little bottles.
Oh, they're aromatherapy They're aromatherapy oils. He's got so many, they're overflowing onto the floor.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 98, 99, 100. They're all the same too. Hey, wait a minute.
What is it?
There's one bottle that's different from all the others.
What is that? Nail polish? Well, what do you know? And it doesn't have a label either.
And it doesn't smell.
So what's that liquid inside then, I wonder?
Hey, Nick, maybe we should borrow this. I mean, look how many bottles he's got. He won't miss one, will he?
Small bottle found in the kitchen. Shape is different from the other bottles. Contents unknown. We just found our poison. Let's see what else we can find.
Now that is one large mirror. I bet this is where he makes himself look pretty.
There's a book on the dresser. Clarice Armstrong's Bedtime Literature?
Not exactly Pulitzer Prize material, is it?
It looks like a collection of poems he's written.
Poems? Cool! Read one out!
I do not want to see any poems this guy has written.
Oh, and say it in your best French accent, with intensity, okay?
Oh god, even the game is telling me how to read now! Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Am I gonna have to do Phoenix with a bad French accent? Is that where we're going with this? No, you know what I should do? I should just read it in like the flattest. I should just read it in like the flattest possible tone. Just read it completely straight, completely flat, no inflection, no emotion whatsoever. I know the taste isn't great, but I'm sure the chef worked hard on that dish. To call it poison is rather harsh, don't you think? I don't know. I don't like I don't care for lobster myself. All right, here. Let's hear the bad poem. Here's one. It's called Printemps. Oh no! Yeah, we're doing this. All right, here we go. The two of them, like actors from a film, the coffee still undrunk. Sweet nothing's over too soon on that sad Sunday morning. The foolish cocktail so delicious. Take the last sip of your tea and I know what I will do. I must lie to you. I must.
Huh? That's it?
Yep, that's a poem for you. There was a massive clue hidden there. There was a massive clue hidden in there, I think. I don't think that was just any poem. Quick, somebody, what does printemps mean in French? What does it mean in French?
Wow, now I know I'm in a French restaurant. I've never heard of most of these seasonings. Hey, Nick, this container has oyster sauce? What's that?
Oyster sauce is delicious. Isn't that used in Chinese food? Look! Right there on the counter! My Magatama! Oh, that's Maya's, sorry.
My Magatama! What's it doing there?
What indeed? Yay! We got the Magatama back! Unfortunately, I still don't think we have enough to pin Armstrong on whatever BS he's hiding. You would make a good Sylvia from No More Heroes. Oh, you think so? You think so? It's been a long time since I've seen No More Heroes, but Sylvia was great. Downward freaking dog indeed.
Ooh, and look at all these knives. They're really sharp.
I'd like to see how one of those slices through a cheesecake.
A cheesecake? You don't exactly need a sharp knife for one of those, Nick.
Unfortunately, none of the knives are out of place, and it's a poisoning case anyway. What are all these lace curtains for? These are... Okay, hang on. You have this crap over your burners? You have this lacy chiffon whatever over your burners? These are fire hazards, dude! These are fire hazards! These aren't cute! These are cute! If Gordon Ramsay were here, he would rip you a new one with the state of your kitchen! What are these lace curtains for?
I don't know, but they give the place a real homey feel, don't they? Lace curtains. You know, if I was a cookie pot, I'd be perfectly happy to sit on a shelf under those.
How do you respond to something like that? Excellent question, Phoenix.
Mmm, that smells good. Something's bubbling away nicely in that pot. It must be the lobster and abalone fricassee with a balsamic vinaigrette.
Isn't that what I just ate for lunch?
Maybe. What you ate is the only French dish I know the name of.
Okay, I'm wondering... There's no sign of Armstrong. I'm thinking Maya may have made that herself. What do we think? That's what I'm feeling anyway. All right, looks like we've got everything out of the kitchen. We got the Magatama back. That was the important thing. So, let's get out of here. And, let's go back to, let's go back to Gumshoe, actually. I think that, that might be really useful, that little bottle. January 6th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department.
Oh, hey! You're just in time!
What is it, Detective Gumshoe?
The lab got back to me about that newspaper you gave me.
He must mean the sports paper with the memo scribbled on it. So what did they say? Did the analysis turn up anything?
They said the doodle was written by the victim, Glenn Elg. No doubt about it.
I expected as much.
The victim took the paper with him to the restaurant on the day of the murder. That's our best interpretation of the facts at this moment.
Okay, and we got our sports paper back.
MC Bomber. I get the feeling I heard that name somewhere before. Oh, well, I guess it'll come back to me. Hey, don't forget to report back to me with whatever you find in that restaurant, okay, pal?
Since when did I start taking orders from Gumshoe? Although, I get the feeling there's something I need to show him. The little bottle, I think.
Oh, you got one of them aroma bottles too, huh?
Only this one doesn't smell.
Huh? I don't get you.
This was mixed in with all the other aromatherapy bottles, but it's not the same. It doesn't even look the same, wouldn't you agree?
Cologne bottle that don't smell, huh? Smells like a skunk to me, pal. You mind letting me borrow that for a while? I want to send it to the lab for analysis.
The victim was poisoned, so the contents of this bottle are pretty important. Yeah, there we go! We're getting somewhere, folks!
I had a hunch there was something funny about that chef.
You suspect John Armstrong?
I got that guy's number. I know what his secret is.
That must be the same secret Gumshoe was talking about before.
I guess I better fill you in on the details. About this Armstrong guy's secret, I mean.
Yes, please! And be more forthcoming with this stuff in the future, Gumshoe. So, what's Mr. Armstrong's secret?
You ever had lunch at Très Bien, pal?
Yes.
So, how was it?
To put it nicely, it was inedible.
Hey, don't worry about being nice around me, pal. You and I both know the reason that place is so empty is because of the food. I mean, the place is clean, and he's got a girl like Maggie as a waitress, so...
Yeah, I guess it's probably the food.
The real scoop on the guy is he's up to his ears in debt.
Really? How much does he owe?
Now, this is a copy of his loan contract. He's about $500,000 in the red.
$500,000? We are talking dollars, right?
Yeah. Hey, if it was sterling, he'd really be in trouble.
Sorry, that figure just took me by surprise.
Yeah, this case is full of surprises. And I'd be willing to bet that chef's got something to do with most of them. That's my hunch.
Jean's loan contract. There we go. Jean's debt is $500,000. The owner of the loan is tender lender. Somehow I don't think they're very tender with the lenders. All right. You know what? Now that we've got our Magatama back, maybe we can talk to the old man. That's actually not a bad suggestion. Let's go. We can't talk to Jean anyway. He's not here, so...
This is the only person I can think to talk to. Oh! Dang it. The old guy's not here anymore. Drat. And I still have some unanswered questions for him. This wasn't here last time, was it? This busted up scooter that I really, really want? A scooter, huh? Who's leaving right in the middle of a park like this? The wheel guard and the light are busted. I guess it must have been in an accident. It's totally wrecked. What? Who's screaming? Why? What? No, I am not gonna scream that loud. That would destroy my voice. Wow! Oh, I think we just found our fake Phoenix. Who is this dude? What? Did you just get severely sunburned, sir? What happened to you? Oh, wow. This guy's intense. Okay. What did we say? What did we say for Evil Nick? He looks like a copy of Wolverine. Yeah, he kind of does, actually. Okay. All right. What did we say for Evil Nick? That Chicago accent? But I think we need to go a little more. Extreme with it, given this gentleman's demeanor. All right. I don't know if I can pull this off, but we're gonna give it a try. He's gonna just sound like Gumshoe again, though. Wannabe gangster. Yeah, I'll try. I'm actually kind of intimidated to do this dude's voice. All right.
Hey, what do you think you stole with my bike?
No, I was just... okay, chill, dude.
But you've been messing with my new ride. That's what you've been doing.
New ride? Isn't that kind of an... Oh!
You's gonna pay for this.
It wasn't me! I was just passing by!
Hey, then who's the one that come on my saddle and crap, huh? Oh, you gonna pay, you catch my drift?
No, wait a second. I'm not a pigeon, so I couldn't have done it!
Oh my god! Put your tongue back in your mouth, dude.
Oh, a wise guy, huh? I had to beat you so hard it feels like you were smooching the express train!
Uh-oh.
You better watch your back. This ain't over. I'm gonna round up a group of lawyers and then you's gonna pay!
Actually, I'm a lawyer myself.
What'd you say?
I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law.
Phoenix Wright? You saying you Phoenix Wright?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, so you a wise guy too, huh? 'Cause I'm Phoenix Wright, the one and only!
Oh god, yep, he's our guy.
What? Out of my way! I gotta cruise!
He's gone! Surely that guy wasn't my phony. Was he?
He was.
He wasn't anything like me!
I guess I better make a note of that scooter. The scooter's ridden by my phony. The wheel guard's all smashed up. Oh my god. Oh, there's the old guy. Oh, it's you.
A few threats from a little brat like that.
Oh, wait, hang on.
A few threats from a little brat like that. And you look like a pigeon that got seeds in his eyes.
Have you been here this whole time, then?
Oh, then that strawberry had some thinking to do.
More like you had some cowering to do. All right, let's try this again, shall we? Are you a regular at that restaurant, sir? It's just that if you dislike it so much, why would you keep going there? Sir?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I figured the booing was for the imposter. My voice was quite bad, but I figured the booing was for the imposter. Only Phoenix has that spiky hairstyle. Yep, at least in this universe. In any other universe, it would just be typical shonen protagonist hair. I knew it. This little guy's got something to hide. But what could it be? Alright, let's take a crack at this, shall we? Tell me your secrets, old man!
It's time you told me the truth. Why are you a regular at a restaurant that you dislike so much?
Isn't it obvious? People only have one reason to go to restaurants. To eat!
To eat? Is that the whole truth?
What do you mean?
I don't think you go to that restaurant for the food at all.
You insolent brat! How dare you accuse me? What proof have you got?
I can tell that not you nor anyone in the whole world would go to that place for its food because it sucks! The proof is in the pudding, or in this case, the lunch menu.
That's the Twinsie shit.
The food at Bien is terrible and expensive.
You're wrong. It's cheap.
Huh?
I'm rich. I inherited money when I was a boy. Yes, I'm stinking rich. I haven't done a jot of work since I was born, other than feeding the pigeons. What a load of crock. The taste's another story, but the price is nothing to me.
So you're saying that you go there because you've got money to burn?
Exactly. I've got so much cash, I go for a swim in my money vault every day.
Okay, Scrooge McDuck. Unfortunately, that's a lie.
What?
You don't have money to burn. You're flat broke. Otherwise, you would have been so pissed off about me stealing your job listing magazine, would ya? This is yours, right?
My magazine!
Why would a rich retiree be looking for a job?
I was... So what? So I was looking for a job. I'm buying a lot at the moment. I ain't spending money.
Oh?
I don't go to that restaurant for food. I go for the cappuccino.
Yeah, I think you mean a cappuccino. Anyway, how much does a cappuccino cost there?
$8.
Those had better be some golden beans!
What's your problem? You think a poor man would be better off drinking dishwater, do ya? Is that it?
No, I wasn't thinking that. I was wondering if the coffee there is really that great.
No, it's not. But anyway, that place has free newspapers to read every day.
Newspapers?
Exactly. They don't want me hanging around at home, so I go there.
I'm sorry, sir, but there are no free papers to read at Bien. That's right, because Bien doesn't stack papers, doesn't have newspapers. Somebody should make a Javachino. What would that even be? I don't know coffee very well. I don't know my Javas for my cappuccinos, so I couldn't even begin to think what that would be like. You know who would know what a Javachino would be?
Got it. He would know.
Anyway, take a look at this.
What is it?
It's a newspaper I found behind the magazine rack at Bien.
So, what of it?
This was the only paper there. And it's dated more than 1 month ago.
What?
Do you see what I'm getting at here? That restaurant doesn't get newspapers. This is just one that a customer happened to leave behind. Tell me, why are you so determined to hide the truth?
I'm not hiding anything!
I'm gonna have to put this guy out of his misery. Listen, the real reason why you go so much to Bien is... Well, I can think of only one reason. He was oddly,
oddly, fascinated with those, immoral outfits the waitresses wear. That's what you were really there for, you dirty old man.
What are you asking me about that girl for?
She was the waitress at Très Bien. Therefore, the answer to the mystery of why an old man would drink expensive coffee at a terrible restaurant is the waitress.
Ah! I don't recognize that face!
And you are probably telling the truth here, because you weren't looking at the girl's face, but at her outfit. That's the truth, isn't it? You became a regular at that restaurant because of the waitress's uniform. That uniform is all you can think about, isn't it?
I can't take it!
To you, that waitress was your...
Enough! Please, no more! Stop saying that word! Stop saying waitress! Stop it! Stop it!
He's got a... type. He's got a type. Sir...
Yes, it's true. I was there for the young girl. So I'm a dirty, wicked, sinful old devil.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
I even got one of those lousy cups of Jarachino every time for $8. All because of that servant girl. Punish me. Lock me up.
Really, that's not what I'm here for.
Well, you'd be the same. Another 20 years and you'll understand what it's like. You'll know how painful it is to be an old man like me.
No, really, listen, sir.
Stop calling me that. I have a name, you know, boy. So show some respect, I'm Victor Kudo.
Sorry, Mr. Kudo.
You youngins think you know it all, don't you? Well, I'm not saying another word. I won't tell you anything more.
This guy was in the restaurant at the time of the incident. Which means I have to hear his testimony one way or another. I don't believe this. I even broke his cyclox and everything. I guess I'll have to try to get him when he's in a better mood. Oh, so that didn't work? Really? Man. At least it's only the uniform. Yeah. So now what do we do? We're kind of at a dead end here. Unless we... hang on. Let me think here. Oh, I get it. The answer is literally staring me in the face. Maya, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about what I'm gonna have to do to you, sweetheart. I need you to come with me for a moment.
Oh, it's that old man. Is he still feeding the pigeons?
Yeah, he fed me as well. I got a bunch of those seeds in my eye.
Ooh, ouch.
Hey, Maya, would you mind coming with me for a while?
Me? Why?
There's something I really want to ask that old man.
Sure, okay, I'll just get changed.
No, hang on. Can you go like that?
I guess?
Oh, no. Oh, boy. This is sketch. Sir?
You again? Who? Well, she.
Nick, his eyes are burning into me.
It's okay. I think it's going pretty well.
Yeah.
Huh?
You're still just a little child. Run along and play on the slide, all right?
Oh, I don't know if that's, I don't know if Maya should be relieved or insulted at this point.
Play on the slide?
Oh, we were so close!
Just a little more and he would have spilled.
How
can we crack this guy? Uh-oh. Quiet! Can't you see I'm fitting the pitch? Okay! Okay! Hello, Mia in a maid outfit? Hello, something I didn't know I needed. Oh, boy. Oh, Mia, your timing is impeccable, madam. And
Oh my.
oh my, indeed. Yo, yo. Okay, well, chat, please enjoy the beauty of Mia in a maid outfit. Enjoy, gentlemen and ladies. Oh my god. Oh, this is gonna be super sus. This is gonna be super sus. Mia? Well, if you don't mind, sir, I'd really love to talk with you. Yes, of course, certainly. Victor Kudo. Even from beyond the grave? Wow. Okay, let's try again. Now that you're more cooperative, what happened to your face? Oh, man. Oh, man. About the incident. Oh, you mean the man who died after drinking the Javicino? It's like he's a different person. It was quite a shock, even for me. He was a strange-looking boy. The girl took the Javicino over to him, you see. And? Was the customer alone? Oh, definitely. He was the only person at that table. And then he took one sip of his Javicino and he said something like, "Rawr!" and then collapsed, dead. Oh, how terrifying. Oh, you're so good at listening, aren't you? I'll tell you anything, whatever you want to know. He certainly seems to be telling the truth now. But it looks like Mr. Kudo didn't see this other man either. To be fair, my face would look the same. It would look like this? Is this how it would look? Is this how you would look? Cause yeah, I totally feel ya. Oh. Do you like the food at Soybian? Oh, hell, of course. I'm really quite a sophisticated man. I was a young businessman once, you know. I set up a casino in London. Really? How interesting. Eating the food at that restaurant really takes me back to my days in France. What a lovely story. London's in England, not France! Oh, yes, France is wonderful. I'd love to show you around the city sometime. It's too much! I can't take it! That one! France! Yeah, this isn't weird at all. I can't believe Mia's laughing at the guy. Oh, man, this is by and large the weirdest case I've ever taken on. You visit Soybian a lot, don't you? Oh, of course. I mean, yes. I'd like to come and see you there. Really? Oh, you flatter me so. The owner would be delighted to welcome you, I'm sure. You be careful of that chef, my dear. The chef? You mean Mr. Armstrong? That's right. That man is an ex-con. He's an ex-con? Okay, now we're getting some dirt. Let's go. Whatever did Mr. Armstrong do?
Oh, no! Oh, gosh! Oh, I can't take this! Ooh.
Mia's really got this guy eating out of her hand.
He steals things from his customers.
From his customers?
Gloves, handkerchiefs, little stuff mainly. He's a pilferer, so you be careful around him, my dear.
Are you sure about this?
Well, of course! He was arrested for it once. I was there when it happened, having my Javachino.
He really is a regular!
Let me write you a little haiku about it.
A haiku?
A Japanese poem. It'll explain all you need to know about that, chef.
Victor's note. Convicted before. A wicked man or woman. Repeat offender. Convicted before, that's 5. A wicked man or woman, 7. Repeat offender. Yep, that's a haiku, all right.
If he takes anything again, you let me know.
If it's not too expensive, I'll buy you a replacement. Poor guy. He couldn't do enough for Mia. Okay, Phoenix. That's about as much as I can do to help. Thanks, Mia. We got some really important information thanks to you. Honestly, I can't believe Maya called me for something like this. I love the idea of Maya calling up Mia for an assist like this. Is like,
Hey, sis! I know you're resting peacefully in the afterlife, but can you do me a solid?
oh, for you, Maya, anything. I'm sorry, you want me to what? I think maybe it was something like that. All right. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to deal with Armstrong again. Brace yourselves. That's about as much as I can stand. Yeah. Tell you what, Mia put on a brave face. Mia's a ride or die, man. Well, I mean, she is dead, but y'all know what I mean.
I guess it's about time to wrap up today's investigation.
Had enough of being a waitress?
Yeah. Plus, no one came to the restaurant.
Oh, God. Here we go. Here we go. All right, 1 second. Something went goofy with VTube Studio. Just 1 minute. Is the model working okay? Is it working okay? Okay. For whatever reason, it looked like it froze up. It looked like it froze up on my end, but maybe it didn't. All right. Looks good. Cool. I was being paranoid. So full disclosure, I finally, with my husband's assistance, finally managed to get my Nintendo capture card working. It involved getting a brand new monitor and getting everything hooked up. I'm now surrounded in a sea of cords, but the Nintendo capture card is working, so I can finally, at long last, start playing Nintendo games on here. Unfortunately, getting the new model kind of messed up with my VTuber, and I had to rejigger and recalibrate everything, so I'm, like, really paranoid about my model acting funny. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. So yes, there will be Nintendo games in the future now that I have a Switch capture card, and hopefully everything will work and not break. But I'm like paranoid if my model acts just even the littlest bit funny. All right, let's go. Let's get this over with. Oh yeah, he was Italian too. let me. Signora, what is this voice? Okay. Signora Maya, no, how can you leave me like this?
sorry.
That reminds me. Mr. Armstrong had a psych lock or 3, didn't he? I'm gonna have to break those. Mr. Armstrong, I hope you won't mind, but I'd like to have another word with you. Of course! Alright, you weirdo. Eat this! Take this Magatama and choke on it! Maggie's motive. Don't you give me those stupid puppy eyes. They ain't gonna work on me. What is happening? I do not like this horrible feeling. I have to know the truth. What happened that day? I'm gonna confess everything. Just don't hurt me. Yeah, I am gonna. I should have saved before I did this. I'm not at a point where I can save right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Gundam. I will confess everything. Just don't hurt me. Huh? That was a new world record. It was a lottery ticket. A lottery ticket? The man who died here, he had a lottery ticket for $500,000. $500,000? See, but after the incident, the ticket, it disappeared. The ticket disappeared? This was a motive that the prosecution gave for Maggie. They said that she poisoned the man to get the $500,000 lottery ticket. Why didn't you tell me about this sooner? You've been trying to hide this information about the lottery ticket from me. And I want to know the reason why. No, senor, you doubt me, but I haven't confessed everything to you, everything that I know. Mr. Armstrong, the $500,000 lottery ticket, I think I know who took it. I think the winning ticket was stolen by this person. It was you! Or, in your native tongue, Zacchaeus! Mr. Armstrong, I believe there is a very high probability that it was you. That is one piercing scream, even for a man like him. Yeah, it really is. Ouch. But why me? Why? You have no evidence! I am not a mask in the mask! I am not the kind of person who steals the property of others! Sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Armstrong, but I have evidence to the contrary. I present to you proof that you have stolen from others in the past. I think we have the note. Convicted before. Get him! What is this? A poem? Oh, signor, you know me so well. I adore poems. Please read it and put some feeling into it. Convicted before, a wicked man or woman, repeat offender. I'm sorry to have to bring it up, Mr. Armstrong, but you have been arrested for stealing from your customers before, haven't you? You are a liar! You deny it? Do not make any false accusations, por favor! So do you have any proof? I want to see incontestable proof that I've ever stolen from one of my customers! You are looking at it right now. Hey, we're getting raided! Hello! Hello, Justin! Let me see if I can get this to work. Can I shout you out? Hang on, I'm gonna try and give you a shout out. I'm doing good. It's great to see you. Thanks so much for stopping by, and hello, Raiders. Hello. All right, hope this works. Nope, it didn't work. Sorry. But welcome. Glad to see you.
We are playing Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations, and we are investigating this super sus French chef who my chat has demanded has an Italian accent, despite him being super French. So, please enjoy. Please enjoy. All right, we do have proof that you've stolen before. You stole my Magatama, you jerk! It seems old habits die hard, Mr. Armstrong. What is that? This is my Magatama, and I found it in your kitchen. No! Wow, that scream just about broke some windows. See, I have a beacons for little trinkets and figurines. My hand, it just slips out. I cannot stop it. You've stolen handkerchiefs, gloves, and other things from your customers, right? See, it is the truth. I am just a timid little girl inside, signore. A timid little girl. Besides, this time, it was not a small trinket, see? It was $500,000. No, why would I steal it? I have no need for such money. Oh, really now? Oh, signore, what is it? Isn't it true that you're in some pretty serious trouble? And that you're in desperate need of a large amount of cash? Like, say, the exact amount of the lottery ticket that you stole? This restaurant is deep in the red, isn't it? You have a loan to the tune of $500,000. That lottery ticket would have wiped out your debts. Well, Mr. Armstrong, what do you have to say for yourself now? Ow, that hurt my own ears. Thank God I was wearing headphones. All right, now that that's out of the way. Mr. Armstrong, you said that the victim had a winning lottery ticket for $500,000. How did you know he had something like that in the first place? The man, he was listening to a radio with the earpiece. Maggie said something about that, too. The winning number was announced on the news, I think. All of a sudden, he exploded. Yes! $500,000,000! Woohoo! He shouted. And the ticket? Yes, he had all of his tickets spread out on the table. I was so desperately in need of money, so I put the poison in his coffee. Oh, no! Oh, no, you're not a man. I simply helped myself to one of his tickets. What? The victim collapsed and Maggie passed out. I thought to myself, why not? He had so many of them. Yeah, but only one of them was the winning ticket, right?
How could you do that, Mr. Armstrong? Maggie was arrested because of you!
No, this is not true. Oh, it's true, all right. I did not take it. The ticket for $500,000, I mean.
But you just told us you did. You said you took a ticket.
But no, my dear, it was not. Uh-oh.
Huh?
Oh! Well, fancy meeting you here, got it? I mean, oh no! It's got it! What do we do? Oh no! No, I don't know what that word is. No, it's fine.
Mr. Got It!
What in the heck are you doing here?
This is without a doubt
I can't, can I remember how to do Godot's voice? No! Why am I being blocked? I'm sorry! I can't help it! I can't help it! You give me a sharp-dressed man with a Spanish accent and I can't help myself, alright? Caught in 4K! No! I'm sorry. Thank you for the bonk, though. Alright, how did I do Godot's voice again? I almost nailed it last time.
This is without a doubt the worst coffee I have ever tasted, Mr. Armstrong.
He came in here for coffee? Does his craving for coffee know no bounds?
Perhaps Mr. Armstrong stole one of the victim's tickets on the day in question.
I am an airhead, no? It's just a pretty little girl who everyone is laughing at.
But in that case, Maggie shouldn't be the only one under suspicion.
He had the wrong ticket.
What?
Mr. Armstrong made off with the winning ticket's pretty neighbor.
So, the ticket he took was worthless?
Not quite. He did win something. $1.
You see? I am just a bit defense. Without my looks, I have nothing.
So, what happened to the winning ticket then? The one he meant to steal?
Indeed. What did happen to it? I don't like spoiling myself by watching trailers, so we'll just wait and see how the movie turns out tomorrow, won't we?
You see? You do! Time to laugh at the pretty little airhead!
Looks like I won't be needing this note anymore. Victor's note, throw it into the trash.
What? No! Don't just throw it away! That can still be important!
Looks like we've got a new mystery now. Namely, where did that winning ticket go?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Well, anyway. We can't let Maggie suffer any longer for this. And certainly not again. To be continued.
Okay! Well, that was a lot that happened, wasn't it? Whew. Yeah, no, Phoenix really does need to stop discarding things so quickly. Alright, you know what? There's still a lot that needs to be processed here, but, No, not good night. Not good night. I think we're gonna keep going, because there's a whole lot about this case that I do not understand, and I am hoping, even though I know that the trial is gonna leave me with more questions than answers, we're still going. We're still going. We're gonna do the trial, and then we'll wrap it off after the trial. Oh, you're heading out? You're heading out, Gundam? Alright, take care, Gundam. Thanks so much for stopping by. Gotta just spoil me. More Phoenix. Yes, more. We're doing it. We're gonna keep going. Let's keep going. January 7th, 9:48 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. I will need some more water, though, if I'm gonna do this.
Oh, I see. I guess I should have expected this. Nobody saw the other guy, huh? But he was there when I took the coffee over, sir! Scout's order!
Huh?
Gumshoe!
Detective Gumshoe!
Are you doing all right? How you feeling?
As if you need to ask either question, sir.
Oh, don't let him get you down, Maggie. And don't forget to eat well, okay?
Roger!
And you!
Yes?
You better square this case away, you got it, pal? Maggie's innocent, you hear? If you screw up, then I'll be doing some squaring away myself. Squaring away some paperwork for your arrest.
I think he's serious.
Hey, detective, you're on our side for once, right?
Yup.
So, you'll be able to help Maggie out, right? Really? Can you, sir?
Of course. I got the situation under control. I'm gonna be the first witness on the stand today. If something I say doesn't mesh with the facts, you make sure you point it out, alright?
Sure.
Okay. We're forming a united front today, pal. You get me?
I can't tell you how grateful I am, sir. I've always admired you so much, detective. I know I can count on you.
Oh, so cute! No! Did y'all see how concerned Gumshoe was for Maggie? So sweet! So sweet! Sorry, I'm fussing. I'm fussing over these two. They're really good together.
Looks like it should all go pretty smoothly today, huh?
I can only wish. January 7th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. And coffee number 1?
Bitter. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong?
Nothing. It's just whenever I addressed you in the previous trial, your response was, "You was talking to me?" It was a little, well, intimidating.
No, that wasn't me. That was the phony Phoenix.
I see. So our trusty Phoenix Wright is back with us now, is he?
Our trustee?
So, Mr. Goddard, your opening statement, please. Mr. Wright, whether you're a fake or the real deal, we will find out soon enough through this trial today.
But I can already tell you, I'm the real Phoenix Wright!
I wasn't questioning whether you are Phoenix Wright or not. I was questioning whether you had studied law or not. That is what I intend to find out.
There's no denying it. Behind that mask is a man who really hates me for some reason or another.
As everyone is aware, the court has already given its verdict on this case once. Therefore, I won't stand for irrelevant testimony during this retrial. Nor will I stand for a simple repetition of the evidence presented in the last trial.
I'm not planning on repeating anything that phony me said, trust me.
Now then, Mr. Goddard, please summon your first witness.
Goddard is gonna be brutal. He's already been real brutal. He's already been very brutal. But I'm kinda into it.
Let's start with the formalities, shall we? Name and occupation. Witness, state your name for the court. Huh? Oh, sorry, sir. The name's Police Department Detective, occupation Dick Gumshoe.
This is going good already.
Other way around, detective.
The box of shame! What? Why did he put in the box? What did I do? At least tell me what I did before I put the box on! Oh, I know why. This is the punishment I get for simping, huh? Okay, fine. I'll be in my shame box for a little while. All right, I'm kind of into. Oh God! I genuinely did not realize that I had said that out loud. I genuinely did not realize I said that out loud. Oh boy.
These games are gonna ruin me, you guys. These games are gonna ruin me.
Sorry. Anyway, I'm the officer in charge of this case since yesterday, sir. Since yesterday? Yeah. The guy who was on the initial investigation's tied up with another case now.
I hope Gumshoe's really got everything under control. For everyone's sake.
I see. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you outline for the court the basic facts of this case? Yes, sir. The victim's name was Glenn Elg. He was a professional programmer. He was on the payroll of Blue Screens Incorporated, a local company.
A tech company called Blue Screens? Oh, God.
This is the victim's autopsy report. The court accepts this into evidence.
Okay. Died of potassium cyanide poisoning, the classic. Time of death was between 1:30 and 2:30 p.m.
Here are the floor plans of the restaurant. When the incident took place, the victim was sitting right here. The poisoned coffee was brought over to him by the waitress.
The waitress being the accused.
Yeah. The victim died from poisoning almost immediately after he took a sip of the coffee. At the time of the incident, there were 2 other people in the restaurant. Mr. John Armstrong, the owner and chef, and a regular by the name of Mr. Victor Kudo.
It still seems to be a very straightforward case to me.
All right, and we got the Slibian floor plans. Blueprints of the crime scene, X equals the victim's seat. The box of shame is for anything SGG does that she should really be ashamed of. Like referring to herself in the third person now for some weird reason. Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8 have ruined me. Cammy, Chun-Li, Manon, Zafina, and June. Yeah. We all have those games with characters that ruin us, I think. And Ace Attorney is mine, unfortunately.
Come, detective. Take up this hammer and nail the defendant's coffin shut with your own 2 hands.
Now then, Detective Gumshoe, let's have your testimony.
Yes, sir.
No, gotta you be nice to him. Maggie's his girlfriend, or at least he wants her to be his girlfriend. It's fine. I'm definitely gonna throw these 2 in The Sims 4 and hook them up.
When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table, sir. We understand that the guy, Glenn Elg, was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup, and what we found was potassium cyanide.
That stuff really packs a punch!
And, it looks like Miss Bird might have had, well, some kind of motive.
I will say he does look good. See? I'm glad Luis wasn't in our...
You, sir! How dare you say such a thing to me in my house? How dare you say such a thing in my house? You dare! We will forever stand Luis Sarah in this house. We forever stand Luis Sarah, and I will not tolerate I will not tolerate anyone bad-mouthing him. Yeah, I'm taking the box off. Because that's not nice. I will come out the box with hands thrown over Luis Sarah. Come on. Oh, my life is ruined by fictional men. It's fine.
Using the...
There we go. That was for you, Luis. That was for you, puppy. Oh, boy.
Using the dog
aromatic depths of coffee to conceal the poison. Classy lady. The facts of this case seem to be ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to begin your cross-examination, but
Yes?
please, no intimidation tricks this time around. Is that understood?
I already told you that wasn't me! This guy can't intimidate nobody. It's fine.
The incident. When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table.
Everyone has said that. Why is Maggie saying differently? Can I stop you for just one moment?
Uh-huh? Oh, did I say something that contradicts the evidence?
He's so desperate for that to be true, he's practically crying. Your testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Miss Bird. She claims that there was another man at the victim's table.
Yeah, that's what she said, and What killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction?
Hey!
Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customers. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, it's true. Their two testimonies tie up on that. They both said there was no other guy at the table.
What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Press harder! Well, maybe the other witnesses just missed him. Perhaps their view of the victim's table was obscured in some way.
That argument is as weak as the coffee as très bien. Trite.
Huh?
I have here in my possession a ticket.
A ticket? Looks more like a photo to me.
Yes, a one-way ticket to Guiltyville. Population, the defendant!
Not one of your better ones, got it.
This is a photograph taken from near the entrance to the kitchen. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef, moments after the poisoning took place, correct? I think the court would agree that with such a clear view of the scene of the crime. How, Mr. Trite, could anyone have overlooked a second person at the table? It certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clearly.
Uh-oh. Crime photo's been added. Fantastic. Phoenix trying to be intimidating. He's not. Yeah, Phoenix is probably like the least intimidating. No! I say that, but with all the mental breakdowns he's caused in the courtroom, I may have to revise that statement. We understand the guy was listening to the radio at the time. Yeah, that's true. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup. Let's find out more about that. So traces of poison were found in the coffee cup and nowhere else?
Not sure I get you, pal.
Was the poison a liquid or was it a powder?
If I had to put it in layman's terms, I'd say it was a powdery substance.
So the poison could have been in anything on that table. Sugar, salt, pepper? That's two.
Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee, Trite? The victim took his coffee black, with no sugar.
Ugh.
It seems that the poison could only have been in the coffee.
What should I do? Should I press harder on this point or not? Press! Are you absolutely certain that the victim even drank any of his coffee?
Huh? What do you mean?
According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup.
But what proof is there that the victim ever drank any of it?
Oh, hey, you're right. That's what I was thinking.
In case you were wondering, that last objection was for the detective there.
Huh? For me? Oh, hey! You're right! You may be fooling the court, but I'm not falling for it. If you have time to waste, you have time to present that piece of evidence.
That piece, sir?
Yes, that piece.
What piece was it again?
Oh, Gumshoe's trying! Gumshoe's trying!
This!
Hey! Again?! Again?! With the thrown coffee?!
Should I be grateful this coffee's only hot enough to give?
First degree burns! Those are still really painful! First degree burns are still really painful! Oh my god! Will you guys please stop assaulting Phoenix? Please stop! Mobboy's gonna be as red as his... Mobboy's gonna have a face as red as his faker by the time this is all over! Call the trial off right now and get this man an ice pack! Or whatever you put on a burn. I don't remember.
Oh, well now I remember. This is the, victim's coffee cup.
Yes, the victim's cup. Take a good look at the rim.
Oh, yes, it's unmistakable. There's clearly a coffee stain on it.
Conclusive proof that the victim did drink the poisoned coffee that was in this cup. The victim gulped down the bitter death that the waitress brought to him.
Like this!
And he immediately knocks it back.
And, for the record, the only prints on the cups were the victims and the defendants.
The coffee contained potassium cyanide covered in the victim's and Maggie's fingerprint. Are we sure that's a coffee stain? That looks more like a lipstick stain to me. If it were a No, something's up with this. Something's up with this. That looks like a lipstick stain. That doesn't look like a coffee stain. That looks like a lipstick stain. But that would just incriminate Maggie even more. No, it wouldn't, because Maggie wasn't wearing any makeup, if I recall. I don't know, this whole thing is sus. This whole thing is sus. But this does not look like this coffee cup is immediately suspicious to me.
Upon further investigation of this cup, we found a certain chemical substance. And what we found was potassium cyanide.
Okay, and it looks like... Yeah, let's push on the motive. Push on the motive. Some kind of a motive?
Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion.
Do you know what my golden rule is, detective? Chuck out a bad cup of coffee. You can always get another.
Huh? I don't get it.
I'm saying we can always get another witness on this stand if we have to chuck you out. So stick to the facts, detective. Now then, what was Miss Bird's motive?
Come on, Gumshoe.
She was... They said she wanted to steal a lottery ticket.
I knew it. That's what we heard yesterday, too.
It disappeared from the scene of the crime.
And it wasn't just any lottery ticket.
It was a winning ticket for $500,000.
Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he stole the wrong one.
Then, is it possible Maggie stole the winning one? What should I do?
Press! Wait a minute. The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client.
I'd have here in my hand the very ticket in question.
That's the $500,000 lottery ticket?
One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting a search of the defendant.
What? Oh boy.
Order! Order!
She's quite a lucky bird, our little waitress.
You will submit that ticket as evidence to the court immediately!
I better keep an eye on that ticket. The way the judge's voice is quivering.
So somebody put the ticket on her. Okay. Oh no, the one bit of good luck she had still turned out to be bad luck.
This ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial as well, but it feels heavier somehow. $500,000, you say?
It's just a scrap of paper. What matters is where it was found, Your Honor.
And that's on Maggie's person, unfortunately.
That's enough! The facts of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. The defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime of which she is charged. Furthermore, it seems beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime.
I like an old man who knows the score.
There is also the matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket. That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, for that sum of money, even I might be tempted to bend the rules.
I don't mind an old man who is weak to the siren call of money.
Not good, Nick. The evidence against Maggie is starting to pile up fast.
Yeah, that's because the court has ruled guilty once already.
I'd say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance with one final decisive piece of evidence.
He's got more evidence against Maggie?
This is the apron the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time.
Wow, that's not the cleanest apron I've ever seen.
That stain looks like... It can't be. Blood? Can it?
It seems the star of our play was a little flustered. And somehow spilled coffee on herself.
Coffee? It's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye.
Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No, there is something else that stands out even more.
Something else? I presume you mean...
Of course, I'm referring to the pocket.
The pocket?
A search carried out right after the incident uncovered this. Potassium cyanide. The very poison used by the killer was in her apron pocket.
A bottle of poison? In Maggie's pocket?
Yeah, and Maggie's prints were the only one on it.
What? Oh, this is not good.
Order! Order! The court will accept these items into evidence.
Worn by Maggie. Small pocket, big stains. We still don't know what the red stain is. A deadly powdery poison bearing Maggie's fingerprints found in her apron pocket.
There's something still bothering me, Mr. Goddard. Why have you not explained the blood stain to the court?
Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be?
Don't play games, prosecutor! The blood-colored stain that's smeared all over the apron!
It's like ketchup or some shit like that, isn't it?
That is ridiculous! No one told me anything about the blood stain!
You don't need to be told! Just look at it!
Well, detective? Could the stain really be blood?
No way, sir. It's just ketchup, sir.
Ketchup?
She must have gotten some on her apron while taking somebody to breakfast that day.
You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe! Pull a stunt like that again, and I will have you drinking 70 cups of ketchup, witness!
I thought everyone knew what it was already.
So how does he miss a clue that big? His visor's red. Is it possible that he can't see the color red in that thing? That seems like a huge oversight in the design of that visor if he can't see the color red. But that's the only thing I can think of. Your visor is shit, got it? You need to contact your ophthalmologist fast!
I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the ruling I made on this case. The motive, the opportunity, and the supporting evidence, they have all been clearly established. Well, Wright, it seems you really are a phony after all.
Ugh, you really know how to drive a man nuts!
Witness, please continue with your testimony. Describe for the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation there.
Remember Cyclops? I need Godot to meet Cyclops. Was it the same way with Cyclops too? He couldn't see red? I genuinely don't remember a whole lot about, obviously I know who Cyclops is, but I don't know a whole lot about his character other than he and Jean Grey had a major thing, and then he had a thing with Emma Frost, and then everybody hates him for some reason, but now he's going to be the new leader of the X-Men in the X-Men 97 cartoon, which I'm really excited about! And I can't wait to see! X-Men 97 is going to be hype! Anywho. Oh, so his vision was just straight red. Oh, okay. Well, obviously because of his mutant powers, I assume, but cool. Yeah, nobody likes Cyclops. No one likes Cyclops, and yet he's leading the X-Men. That's gonna be interesting. He's so boring that he can only date psychics. Ouch. Yeah, the only thing interesting about Cyclops is how he managed to bed Jean Grey and Emma Frost, two of the baddest baddies in the Marvel Universe. That's the only interesting thing about him. And the fact that he shoots lasers from his eyes, but you know, whatever. Who can't? Who doesn't shoot lasers from their eyeballs in the Marvel Universe? Come on, that's a pretty common power set. The investigation, let's go.
The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kinda scary old man, sir. Poor Maggie had passed out in shock. It must have been real tough for her.
Okay, now that I can see the full costume, I see what the complaint was about these uniforms. That's short.
The victim didn't have any identification on him, but we figured out who he was pretty quick. And from there, the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene.
I thought Storm was leader of the X-Men, or that's what I heard from Marvel vs. Capcom 3. The leader of the X-Men has changed many times over the years. It really depends on which comics you read and which media you're looking at. So from what I understand, most often Professor X is the de facto leader of the X-Men. But as far as like second in commands, it's been Cyclops, it's been Storm, it's been Wolverine for a time. So yeah, the second in command kind of changes. Professor X is the de facto leader, but out in the field, it changes depending on who's being sent out there. There's a lot of X-Men. Just don't be Jean Grey, she's whack. Yeah, we know the deal with Miss Phoenix. Yeah.
You've identified the victim and secured your prime suspect. Very good. Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, Wright. Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one. So, let the fun begin.
All right, we gotta be careful with this. The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary old man. That must have been Kudo. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. Yeah, that tracks. The victim didn't have any identification on him, but we figured out who he was pretty quick. How did you find out who he was? Wait a sec.
Huh? Did I say something dumb again?
Let me paraphrase what you just testified to this court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's basically what you said, yes?
Yeah, basically.
In that case, how were you able to identify the victim so quickly?
Oh, that.
He's so let down. He's got the whole sagging shoulders and puppy eyes thing going. So do you, except this is not what I'd call puppy eyes.
There was a prescription bag on the victim's table, along with the lottery ticket. It seems Mr. Glenelg visited his doctor before he went to Trebian. We got the victim's name from the medical records of the doc who prescribed the meds. Not a reliable enough source for the court.
What should I do? Should I leave this alone? No, ask about the prescription bag! So what sort of medicine was in the bag?
Well, actually, the bag we found was empty.
Huh?
Yeah, completely empty.
It was completely empty? Somebody stole some drugs! The victim got this from the doctor before going to Trebian. The bag is empty. Okay, there was some shenanigans going on with the poison and the medication. I'm calling it.
You're entering an empty plastic bag as evidence. Desperate are you, Wright? Now, what happened with the investigation after that, detective?
When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison, and that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene, except the thing that you just brought up, sir! This, maybe a bit of a stretch here, but we're going for it. Objection! Just you watch, God, at this empty bag is all we need to break you! Detective Gumshoe, I think I should point something out to you. There is just one small contradiction in your testimony.
Oh, finally! I'm getting all anxious just waiting, so hurry up, will you?
You testified that nothing else was missing from the crime scene? However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recover the medicine from the crime scene later?
No, they didn't.
The victim was given a prescription right before going to Trebian. Where, then, did the medicine disappear to?
You're too cool, pal!
Yeah, get him!
Indeed! Due consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness, why do you always overlook such vital pieces of evidence? I guess that's the most careless thing I've done so far, huh?
The victim was killed by poison, and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself!
Order! Order! Well, Mr. Goddard, what do you have to say to that? That's all.
What?
Read for the court the name of the clinic on the prescription bag, if you will.
What's the clinic's name got to do with anything? New ear
Oh, God. Help me. Oh, Lord, help me with this name. Otolaryngological New Ear Otolaryngological Clinic. I have never heard of that word in my life.
Just what kind of illness was the victim suffering from, Mr. Goddard?
Hardly an illness, Your Honor. More like a bitter war wound, you could say.
A war wound?
The day before the incident, Mr. Elg found himself in a fight. He took a blow to the side of his head and ruptured his eardrum.
He ruptured his eardrum?
Then what on earth was the prescription he was given?
It was a cream that was to be applied topically inside his ear canal.
Not to be ingested!
Damn it!
It's mentioned in the autopsy report, if you read the fine print. They found traces of the medication in the victim's left ear.
Yes, here it is. In very, very fine print.
It seems Mr. Eric correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Très Bien. Therefore, it would be absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medication.
Ugh! It seems that this medication is irrelevant to the case after all.
No!
Nick! If you don't think of something quick, it'll all be over!
She's right. But I can't get away with any old weak objection. What should I do?
Push the medication issue! Push it! Push it! Where's the rest of it?
Only moments ago, Mr. Goddard made the following statement. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Très Bien. If that's the case, then why was the medication not found at the scene of the crime?
But the medication in question was for topical use inside the ear canal.
That doesn't change the fact that it could not be found at the crime scene. However insignificant it may seem, it's a lawyer's duty to pursue the truth.
You know as well as I do that the medication is irrelevant. It hardly seems likely that a prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide.
It hardly seems likely that the coffee the waitress served would contain it either. But it did. The possibility is undeniable.
That's enough. Mr. Goddard, is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call? Mr. Goddard? I've got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. It's the old man who was there in the restaurant on the day of the murder.
Victor Kudo? The pigeon hater?
Very well. The matter of the disappearing medication seems little more than trivial at best. However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial, and that is something that bothers me.
Yeah, good job, Nick!
The court will adjourn for a 10-minute recess. After which, we will hear the prosecution's next witness.
I suppose this means I'll just have to finish you off in my last 6 cups.
Court is adjourned for recess.
Okay, phew. Dodged a bullet there. SGG, I sent you a track in Discord. Its atmosphere is wavy. Cool, I will check it out. Thanks, Spiral. Yeah. There is something I'd like to say, but I know the minute I say it is going to be misconstrued by chat, so I'm just going to leave it. January 7th, 11:03 a.m., District Court Defendant Lobby number 1.
Whew, that was close.
Tell me about it. I nearly died in there.
That's my line, sir! No, it's my line! I think I really did die a little bit. Looks like we all nearly died in there. I can't believe Detective Gumshoe! How can he betray us like that? Huh? He said he'd help me.
I don't think he meant to do that, Maggie. He was backed into a corner. I mean, the guy's gotta do his job, right?
It's okay. I know all about lies and betrayal. I've had them my whole life. But it really hurt this time. It feels like someone punched me hard in the stomach. I hate that guy. I don't ever want to see him again.
Poor Gumshoe.
Hold on, I just noticed. Why do you have a mic? Because this is an SGG voice act stream, and you can't voice act without a good microphone. See? It goes away. But I keep it on when I'm doing the voice acting streams.
So the next witness is going to be that old guy from the park, right?
Yeah, Mr. Kudo. Lover of waitress outfits and projectile seeds.
I bet he's going to be really stubborn. I mean, he's pretty set in his ways, you know? Yeah, he's a big old grouch. Are you gonna be able to handle him, Nick?
Yeah, I can take whatever he throws at me. Even those never-ending bird seeds.
Oh, we're just going right back in. We usually get a save spot here, but that's fine.
January 7th, 11:15 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4.
And that's right, he just gave us another witness to destroy. No, Maggie, Gumshoe loves you, baby. Gumshoe loves you, baby. He's got your back. You gotta believe in him. I know it's hard. I know he's an idiot, but he's got a heart of gold. Believe in your man. Believe in your man, boo.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Maggie Bird. Mr. Goddard, your next witness, please.
The prosecution calls the lucky old-timer who cut the short over a cup of coffee. Would the witness please take the stand?
There he is.
Name and occupation, if you don't mind.
Her name is Victor Kudo, born and bred in the land of the rising sun. Honor and duty are what make me, but mind you, I can be quite emotional at times, too.
We don't need to hear about that, Mr. Kudo. Just tell the court your occupation.
My occupation? Listen, youngin', how much call do you think there is for kimono embroidery here?
Yes, how much call is there for kimono embroidery in America, where this game totally takes place?
Kimono embroidery?
That's what I do, or did back in Japan. I embroidered family crests on kimonos. My ancestors were embroidering kimonos before this country even existed.
Wow, a real craftsman. They're a dying breed. Hey, maybe he can embroider my costume sometime.
Anyway, like I said, there's not much demand for that kind of thing here. So I had to take a job working the cash register as a burger joint, pretending to smile.
That burger joint would have been better off putting him in the kitchen.
Now then, witness, were you in the restaurant at the time of the incident? Oh, yes. I was eating some seeds over a cup of cappuccino. Seeds? What do you think these are, I see.
Oh, those are your seeds, sir. Excuse me. Victor Kudo is the male Windy Old Bag. Oh! Ooh, I hate the implications of that. But you're totally right.
So, you saw everything that happened, Gramps?
Did I? Oh, yes, I did. I saw it all.
Then please tell the court. We're all ears.
Sure, I'll tell you every last detail.
He's really getting into this. All right, what I witnessed.
The young man was reading the sports paper. The serving girl brought him a Davicino, but she put something in it. The man took one sip of it, looked like he was in terrible pain, and then collapsed. That's the serving girl right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well.
Love the old man voice. Thank you, Boots. Much appreciated.
Mr. Kudo, she is not a serving girl. Please refer to her as a waitress.
You're as bad as the rest of them. All these newfangled words. What's wrong with the old-fashioned ones,
Newfangled?
All this talk of radios and glasses. It's wireless and spectacles, I tell you.
Excuse me.
Listen to me, everyone! Don't forget the old values! Don't let the good old days slip away!
Mom, Grandpa forgot his medication again. That's what this feels like.
Well, I think it's time to begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. All right, Grandpa. Sure, Grandpa. Let's get you to bed. It's that meme, isn't it? That's good. The young man was reading the sports paper. The serving girl brought him a Javachino. The man took one sip of it. That's the serving girl. Are you sure? You said I remember her well in reference to the waitress. Did she have any particular features that you could identify her by?
Particular features? It's a disgrace is what it is.
Sorry?
You can see all the way up to her... You know! She's practically naked in that uniform!
So the particular feature you recognize about the waitress is her outfit? But anyone could wear just such a uniform, even me!
Oh my.
I don't think I need to explain why I'm getting bogged or the image that just popped into my head. Thank you for the unpleasant mental image, Phoenix. Oh, I beg to differ. I beg to differ, ma'am. Oh, God. Fictional men ruining my life again.
Mr. Wright, please spare the court of any... Mr. Wright, please spare the court of any further mental anguish from that image.
Don't get all excited, Nick. You gotta keep yourself together.
I guess I got a bit carried away. Oh, you know fan art exists of that. You know fan art exists of that somewhere in the dark corners of the internet.
Oh, there's other things I recognize about her, too.
He seems pretty sure of himself. What should I do? Press! Sure, you saw a waitress take the coffee over to the victim. But what matters is whether that waitress was Maggie Bird or not.
Quite right. Mr. Kudo, these other features that you recognize about the defendant, I would ask you to add them to your testimony.
Sure. There was a ribbon in her hair, and her apron straps were loose.
Tell me more. You do seem to remember several details about her appearance. But what about the most crucial detail of all? Her face.
As if I wouldn't remember that.
The witness noticed the straps on the accused's apron. He's unlikely to make a mistake about her face.
That's right. I can even tell you the color of the ribbon in her hair. It was red.
So you see, there's nothing wrong with the witness's eyesight.
There's no doubt he remembers the waitress pretty well. What should I do? I get the feeling there's something more to this somehow.
All we've seen is her back. We haven't seen her from the front. The identifying features you described are all things you would see from the back.
So what?
Is it possible that you never saw the waitress from the front at all? She's got you there, Gramps. People normally talk about facial features when they're asked to describe someone. But this witness's testimony is nothing but straps and ribbons. This is harassment! I'll tell you, I'm not obsessed with straps or ribbons! I'm just telling you what I saw!
Yeah, no, this is definitely an old guy. Oh boy.
Mr. Kudo, the court requests that you add details about any identifying features. Features that you observed from the front, that is, to your testimony.
Sure, sure.
This old man's testimony is getting longer and longer.
And if I can't find a hole in it soon, it'll get even longer, I bet.
There wasn't anything that caught
my interest about her when I saw her from the front.
Are we sure about that? I mean, by all accounts, she looks pretty plain. Hold up.
I'd say this is pretty interesting, wouldn't you? Objection!
Mr. Kudo, I would like you to please take a look at this.
That filthy thing would shoot filth like you just perfectly. Actually, it reminds me of what my grandson looks like, just after he's done eating.
Have you ever seen this before?
Of course I haven't! You think I'd forget something as dirty as that, Well, yeah, when it clocked! What is it? Ever since I said you half when it clocked, there's been an eerie silence in here.
Mr. Kudo, this apron is the apron worn by the defendant on the day of the poisoning.
Huh?
And as you just said yourself, you wouldn't forget something like this. Which means, if you had really seen this apron before... Yes, you know what I'm getting at. You couldn't have possibly seen the waitress from the front!
Oops.
Witness! You can't just oops your way out of this!
Well. Looks like we finally have a genuine trial on our hands. Listen, Wright. Here are the facts. On the day of the incident, there was only one waitress in the restaurant. That being the defendant, Miss Maggie Bird? Exactly. And when that one waitress put the poison into the coffee cup, this old guy was watching. I hope you understand the gravity of the situation, Mr. Kudo. The fate of the defendant may rest on what you say you remember seeing. Just tell the court exactly what you saw, Gramps.
You can allow me, Captain. My noggin's in perfect working order. I can't remember a single occasion when I forgot what burger a customer wanted.
He can't remember? Probably more like he messed up so many times he's blocking it out.
Very well. Let's test just how good your memory and attention to detail is, Mr. Kudo. Tell us what you remember about the victim.
He was another one of them pesky young types wearing a broken pair of spectacles. He had a newspaper in his right hand and a noisy brat kept rustling its pages. The young man was listening to the wireless. I remember that well. Then the servant girl in question brought over the Javachino. The little fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip.
The testimony we have just heard was to test how credible the witness's memory is. It seems to me that he remembers the victim in a great deal of detail.
Oh, yes. I hate those you-know-what types who are so vague about everything.
How are we gonna handle this, Nick?
We only need to do one thing. We just need to prove that this old man's memory is shot.
Just trip him up, you mean? Isn't that kind of cruel?
I suppose. But it's what I do best.
He just straight up admits it.
He was another one of those pesky young types wearing a broken pair of spectacles. Okay.
That checks.
That checks. He had a newspaper in his right hand. That checks. The young man was listening to the wireless. That checks. The serving girl brought over the Javachino. That checks. The fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip. That... Does that check? Does that check? With what we've got? It's covered in the victim and Maggie's fingerprints. Something about that is off to me. The way that he said free hand. Free hand is I don't know why, but something doesn't track. Something doesn't track and I'm going for it. I'm gonna go for it and hopefully not screw up. With a question mark attached to it. Objection! Mr. Kudo, do you remember what you were told at the start of this testimony? That this was a way of testing the credibility of your memory?
I know there's nothing wrong with my memory. I tell you nothing. If I got anything wrong, I'll eat these seeds and sing the pigeon song.
What is the pigeon song? Care to tell us where this is going? Trite. According to Mr. Kudo, the victim was holding the paper in his right hand while drinking coffee with his free hand, which would make that his left.
What is this, kindergarten?
But I would like the court to please take a look at this.
That's the cup the victim used, correct?
Yes, and on the rim, you'll notice the mark left by the victim's lips.
Yes, there was a stain left by the coffee.
If you consider where that stain is, you'll clearly see that the victim was holding the cup in his right hand.
But how?
Well, Mr. Kudo, the court is waiting for your epic performance. I knew something was off about the hands, but I just could not put my finger on it. And yes, that was totally, that pun was completely intentional. You said you'd eat those seeds and sing the pigeon song!
Thank you. Thank you for the head pat. I was a clever bean. I was a clever little bean.
Mr. Kudo, I'm afraid this is simply not acceptable. I think the witness had better go back to the park where he came from. If you think I'm gonna stand here and listen to you tell me I'm mad, you're wrong! I don't care about that dirty coffee cup, I know what I saw! You still insist on your testimony? That young brat was holding the cup in his left hand! Oh yes, no question, I'm a good law-abiding citizen, I am! It's a dead young hotbot and you...
Dead young hotbot. Oh, he's talking about the victim. Okay.
It's that dead young hotbot and you spiky-haired yahoo, are at fault!
Who, me?
Thank you, old man. We've heard quite enough from you already. Don't you call me old man! Been around for 68 years I've had! You can't ignore me! Listen to what I've got to say!
He really is the male old bag. You weren't kidding.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but...
Sure. Why not hear a little more?
Mr. Godot!
But this is my 16th cup of coffee, so this is your final stand.
Thank you, Captain! You can rely on Victor!
Left hand or right hand, here we go.
The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. He kept fiddling with it all the time. He was fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup, too. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand!
He was fiddling with it because he was applying his medication. Right? That's what we determined. That's why he was fiddling with it. So while he was adjusting his scouter and checking out the power levels of everybody in the cafe, we know. All right, hang on a minute. Before I jump here.
We know that the victim was wearing an unusual monocle over his left eye.
It was not a monocle, Your Honor. It was a small computer monitor, often used by programmers.
A monitor? You mean like a television screen?
This was before the advent of Google Glass, by the way.
The inside of the lens is a screen that displays computer data. It's called an HMD. It is a common tool in the victim's line of work.
HGTV, DVD, CD, all these newfangled letters drive me mad! But they don't matter. I know what I said! I'm telling the truth!
It's true. He doesn't seem to be lying.
And those are the facts in good old black and white!
Okay, here we go. The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side of the green lens of his specs. Yeah, that's correct. He kept fiddling with it. He was fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand. It was on the right side of his face, though. Why would it be... Unfortunately, I don't have anything to prove that it would be on the left side of his face. What do I have here that can... What do I have here that I can prove? He used the same hand to pick up... He used the same hand, his left hand, to pick up the cup. This may be a stretch, but would you really use the same hand? No, because he kept fiddling with it because he was applying his medication, right? He couldn't apply his medication and take a sip from the coffee cup at the same time, yeah? Yeah? Am I thinking too hard on this? Am I thinking too hard on this? No, we're going with it. We're gonna go with it. Objection! Oh, I pressed the wrong button, sorry. Objection! I'm not sure what the relevance of this is, but, Mr. Kudo, there is something very strange about your observations of the victim.
What?
You say it was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the HMD.
No question. You can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt.
This clearly shows his right, though.
I could only see that side of his head from where I was sitting.
I don't think so. She tried willing that objection into reality. I forgot to press the button. It's fine.
What did you say?
You're no doubt unaware of this fact, Mr. Kudo, but the victim couldn't hear with his left ear. His eardrum was ruptured. Traces of medication for his condition were found in his ear canal. That's right. It's impossible that the victim was wearing his earpiece in his left ear because he couldn't even hear in that ear. Is that true, Captain?
It is.
Pigeon! Pretty pigeon!
There's your pigeon song.
Order! Order!
This witness's testimony is completely unreliable. He only saw the waitress from behind, and he claims that the victim was wearing an earpiece when we know his eardrum was ruptured. Well, Mr. Cunnett?
A single drop of milk at all it takes to destroy the pure black magic in the cup. This old man is my drop of milk.
Captain, are you calling me a drip?
This is the victim's coffee cup in which the potassium cyanide was found. The mark on the rim clearly shows that the victim picked it up with his right hand.
I'll never back down! I know I'm right! A lad drank the Javachino with his left hand!
Let me put you out of your misery. Clearly, the victim used both hands. He took a sip with the cup held in his right hand and then switched to his left.
That's what the old man saw.
Why would he do that? Impossible! The witness has already testified on numerous occasions that the victim died immediately after taking just one sip of his coffee.
Which hand the victim used to pick up his cup is irrelevant, Your Honor. The fact still stands. With one hand or the other, Mr. Elk drank the poisoned coffee. Like this!
Sadly, Mr. Goddard,
That doesn't wash!
the point of this testimony was to establish whether the witness's memory is credible. And the results are clear. The testimony given by this witness is useless!
I believe it is time to conclude today's proceedings. I am satisfied that the witness is not deceiving the court, but to be frank, his testimony is a farce.
Did you have to be so frank? Take that, you pompous old fogey!
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo. You can't reach me from there. I have the high ground. I'm ordering the defense and the prosecution to investigate this case further. That is all for now. This court is adjourned.
He's not giving up, is he? Oh, let's go! Thank you, Tyrant!
Wait! If we stop now, where's that leave me?
Leave you, Mr. Kudo?
Face that blue-suited young upstart over there! I'm just a bubbling old man who can't dot his T's or cross his I's now!
How is your bad memory my fault?
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but there's nothing I can do.
I've kept my mouth shut until now, but there's something else the court should know.
What?
There's more?
To be perfectly honest, it might not be anything, but I want another chance! I want another crack at you, you young shark!
Me? He's looking at me like I'm some sort of evil shogun.
Well, everyone, what do you say? One final showdown? The final chapter in this eccentric old man's scrapbook?
Sorry, Cramps. I've already had my 17th cup of coffee.
What do you got to lose, Captain? I'll give you all the Javachino you want if you come to my house after the trial. I may be 68 years old, but Victor Kudo is still a man!
That's enough, witness. I believe it will be quicker for the court to just hear your testimony.
You bet! Oh, much, much quicker!
I can't believe this is happening.
You better get ready, youngster!
I get the picture. Just quit throwing those seeds at me, would you? He's got to be using some sort of infinite ammo code with that box of seeds. Up, down, left, right. A, B, start. Oh, that's the Konami code, not the Capcom code. My bad.
First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. I'm not too sure of it myself. But the young boy slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip of his Javachino. Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over. It broke, and the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turned these upside down, didn't it?
Did that actually happen? Is that all?
Yes, that's all. I remember it perfectly. You're doubting me again? You're doubting a poor, defenseless old man?
No, we are not doubting you, Mr. Kudo.
Don't you get the feeling there's a question hanging on everyone's lips, Nick?
Yeah. So what? Probably. That's all I can think of. And I have to cross-examine this guy.
You're a bird brain. That's why that's all you can think of.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your final cross-examination, please.
Everyone's crying out that it's the red man. It's the red man. I'm I'm starting to think that not this red, but the gentleman, the very angry gentleman we saw earlier. Yeah, I think y'all might be right, but I need to prove it. I want to stress this might be nothing. The young boy slumped over once. The clumsy idiot knocked the vase. He knocked it right over. No, not that. This. That looks upright to me, don't it? Yeah, nah, you're done, Gramps. Go home and take your meds. Objection! Mr. Kudo, this is a photograph of the crime scene.
So what?
Look carefully at the table. The vase is there, intact. Huh? Lost your tongue, Granddad?
I'm no granddad of yours, hopscotch! Ow, ow, enough! If you throw any more seeds in this courtroom, the cleaners will be here all night. What is it now? I just remembered something.
Yes, go on.
The broken vase.
It was on my table. Huh? Well, you see, it startled me when that young lad collapsed, so I stood up. That must have been when it fell over. The vase on my table, I mean.
The vase on your table?
Yes, it was on my table. And that's how my groin came to be completely soaked. I did not need to know that part of your testimony, sir! I did not need to know that! Nobody needed to know that! Everyone is like, oh god. Get him out of here, please.
Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today.
I'd like to ask a question now. Have I been any use at all?
Perhaps that's something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo.
Wait a minute! If that's the case, there's more! I got more to say! Oh, yes, I remember something else!
No.
Thank you, Spiral.
Bailiff, escort this witness out of the courtroom.
All right, listen to me!
Well, we seem to have been considerably sidetracked.
Let's go! Thank you, Spiral.
And I am still not in a position to deliver a verdict. The defendant has not been positively identified as the waitress in question. Additionally, there are 2 disparities in the testimony we have heard thus far.
The mark on the coffee cup that the victim supposedly drank from with his left hand, and the earpiece, which was inserted into his left ear, out of which he couldn't hear.
Wow, Nick, you did it!
I therefore require both the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the facts.
Yes, Your Honor.
There is one more thing before I call today's session to an end.
One more thing, Columbo. Your Honor.
The witness we just heard from. He is most insistent that his testimony should be of use. So he summarized it accordingly into this statement.
Okay.
You may each have a copy of it if you wish. Whatever. The prosecution doesn't need props like that.
God, that's really mad, huh?
Yeah, I would be too. Very well. Here you are then, Mr. Wright. There are 3 copies. My own, yours, and Mr. Goddard's.
Yes, Your Honor. When the incident occurred, I broke the vase at my seat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry? This isn't a piece of testimony, more like a 5-year-old's apology!
What the heck heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies?
That is all. This court is adjourned.
To be continued. Okay. Now we can call it. Now I'm satisfied. Except I'm not, but that's fine. That's where we're gonna stop for tonight. And we will pick this up next Sunday. Not gonna promise it's gonna be the conclusion of the 3rd trial, but we're gonna try our best to try and get through it. The next one that we have, my brain is like all over the place. There's a lot that happened, and I'm still trying to process everything. The next stream that we're going to have is going to be tomorrow night at 7 p.m. for more Persona 5 Royale. So if you guys want to tune in for Persona 5, you can do so tomorrow. And we got some other stuff coming up. There may be a Try It Tuesday this week. Now that I've got my Switch up and running, I've got some stuff I definitely like to take a look at. So there might be a Try It Tuesday this week. We'll see. And for everything else, I will be putting the schedule up on my Twitter and my Discord tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. And if you guys missed any of today's stream, I will be putting it up on my secondary channel, SGGPlays VODs. So you can tune in from the very beginning. There was a lot that was covered today, so if you missed anything, there's your place to catch up. It'll be up later tonight. All right, and that's gonna do it for tonight. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope y'all all had fun, and until next time, stay super, everybody. I'll catch y'all tomorrow night.